How you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel. Welcome to the Saturday night live stream, and we're playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. You may probably ask yourself, why are you playing this? As well, I've got to be honest, the last couple of days I've had a bit of like a brain fart, and I haven't really done much. I haven't really been sort of like focused on doing anything. I don't know why. I just sat and just went, you know what, tonight it's just going to be get my head back in straight, get my head sort of back into that whole like rift of things. Yeah, I've just been really detached for the last few days, and I don't really know why, but it's just been one of those things. So what I've done is I've cleared most of the stuff I've done in the previous off my computer. So like the games I've played in the past and bits and pieces. I've picked up a couple of new ones. We're going to be running through those over the next couple of weeks. And I'm basically going to be taking my videos that I create over there, and I'm actually going to be taking my face cam off and uploading them onto a different channel to see how well they do over there as well. So technically the same content twice. I know YouTube doesn't like that, but technically it's not the same content because I'm able to remove the camera, which is all good. It's all fun. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to load up my game now, and yeah, I'm going to come here, cursor. There we go. And yeah, we're going to be going up through a couple more levels on this. Just going to chill and have chat. Mainly because like Foundry as well. I got Foundry up to like, I'm up to like the end of tier 2 going into tier 3 now. And I'm like, you know what, I'll get around to it. Just haven't really got back into it yet. Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm just yeah, I think it's just been, for some reason, the last few days I've just been detached from like most things. So that's where I'm at. Right, now we start work. Happy Saturday, Patrick. What up? Right, we're going to take this one up and we're going to do it. It's all good in the hood, man. I've been battling like copyrights for the last few days as well, like because another company started to copyright Harris's music, which has been a pain in the ass. So instead of, it was like Latin something was trying to get hold of his music before. Now it's another company called Kuga. And it's like, for flip's sake, you can't chat on YouTube. Why not? Other people are. I'm really confused now. Not showing up for me. What, the chat? Oh, you mean the chat box? Yeah, you have to reload the page a couple of times. It's been a bit funny for me as well these last few days. Like other streams that I've been going into, the chat hasn't come up, and I'm like, oh, I'll have to reload, and I'll have to reload, and then it shows up, and it's like a flip's sake. Pain in the ass, really is. Okay, how you doing, Charlie? By the way, no, I don't. If you can't stay long, you can't stay long. Right, so this is just a story order, change oil, drain oil, and other tasks. That's fine. It's Sunday morning here in Australia. Okay, good evening. Yo, dude, you recognise? Not sure I'm in. Okay, I don't really care about who you are. Change oil, other tasks, change brake fluid. So I know that this one isn't do everything, because when I did everything before, it wasn't do everything, which sucks. So I stripped basically the whole car down just for nothing. I go by the name RM. This is my new project. I just snapped it from the junkyard. For now, it looks like a piece of junk, but we can make it into a gem. I mean, you can, but no one has to know that, right? Are you in with this project? I hope so. I just want you to check if it starts up before the first episode, and we'll think about the rest later. So he just wants this to start. Epoxy streaming platforms are broken. Yeah, man, I agree. Right. Do I have diagnostic tools for like doing like startups and stuff? I should do. Examination mode. Oh, we don't need examination mode. I know most of it doesn't work. Right, so the first things first, battery. Let's get that out. Get that charged, that's fine. Another things that are going to be like stopping this thing like spark up would be wires, starter, obviously. Fuel filter will probably be stopping this thing working. So yeah, I don't have to fix the whole car. I know I've already done this before. And it does need a wash, yes, but I don't need to wash it, so it's fine. So I'm thinking if I take out the brake servo, I don't care about the 50 bucks on the floor, it just doesn't bother me. Let's get all the fuses out of here, let's get all this working. So I'm looking for just things that are going to stop this thing like starting. So I need the starter out, the fuses, mainly all the stuff that's going to like really just ignite the car. Ignition wires are definitely a thing, so we need to get those out. But I made this mistake when I did this car. I remember this one as being a bit of a butt because I was like, I'm going to take the whole thing apart. I'll be fine. And I didn't need to, but I did anyway. It just needs to start though. That's the thing. So it doesn't need a lot. It just needs like the bare necessities of life. So battery, starter, wires, spark plugs, that sort of shit. But I made that when I actually did, I think it was when I did this in on my actual videos, I replaced everything and I didn't need to. Well, there is no oil. That would be a big thing. Cool. Let's yeah. Let's get under it and let's see where we're at. So if pistons come up as things I've got to replace, then we're okay. So alternator's definitely got to come off. Belts have got to come off. Power steering's got to come off. Mainly just everything in the engine bay. And then we'll see what we unlock from there. So at the moment we're looking at battery, medium fuse, relays, that sort of stuff. As said, it's not a lot, it's just all the little things. So if I take the module off, so all this is engine stuff, so we take the engine out. Guarantee ignition coils and spark plugs. Get the idler off, get this off, get these off, and that. Starter on this, we need to go around the back. I watched a tanner called Just Rolled In and the car looks like one of them. Yeah. Yeah. See, it does, as said, the first mission, because it's just like trying to make it work, it's literally just all the little bits you sit there and just go, oh, it probably just needs to the basic electrics. So that's what I'm doing. We'll take the air filter off, because obviously the covers need to be changed, the fuel filter needs to be changed. So that should be fairly simple, I want to say. But we'll take all the things off that connect to just starting the car, which I believe we'll take the turbocharger off as well. How you doing, Spiky? Or Sparky? Don't think it's anything else. 4 more parts to go. So what else would ignite a car? Fuel filter, fuel pump, that sort of thing. Yeah, fuel pump. Need to get under. Hellstream? Alright. Don't know what you're expecting. How you doing, by the way, Joseph? Firewall. So we only need to discover 4 more things. Oh, I'm asking why you're going to do an L stream. I just want to sort of know your thoughts. Go on. Why are you saying L stream? Go on. You know you can talk about it. It's all good. You know, no one else here is going to hold a grudge against you, and I'm asking for your reasons. Guarantee it's the spark plugs. Ta-da! How you doing, Ansvan? Welcome. Guarantee there's probably a dislike on this stream now from Joseph Packer, because Joseph thinks everybody should be doing what he wants them to do. Just saying. Oh yeah, I got my tablet now. How's the weather? Actually not too bad. Southeast been alright. Well, he can't bite my ass if that's how it's going to be. Yes. I would like to know why he said L stream. I mean, not being horrible. You come on here and just go, alright, L stream. Why did you come in the first place? And you can clearly see I'm playing this game from the wherever you clicked on it from. All a bit strange to me. There we go. I don't think I need that air filter, strangely. Yeah, it probably is just a troll. It's always nice to have a chat with them. Just what is 15 minutes of fame? Well, he got it. If people try to push me, I find it quite funny because it doesn't happen a lot. Right, let me just go through it because I'm pretty sure that was a shopping list from the other time I was in there as well. Right, so let's start from the top, shall we? 2, 3, 4. One of those, one of those, one of those. Alternator. Excuse me. Most of this is going to be electrical. Bum, 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 bum. People can't handle a game that's old and as good as hell. I don't know. The thing is like I know a lot of people come to this channel to say they can watch like Hydroneer content, but there's going to be no more Hydroneer content on this channel unless I stream it like later on in life. But I'm trying to find my. I think that's the reason why I've been a bit defunct. If I'm going to be brutally honest, it's probably the main reason, right? Because the main game that I would sit here and play a lot has basically come to an end, and I'm like, I don't know what to do now. The problem with it is a lot of people who come to this channel still come here for the Hydroneer stuff, and it's like there's going to be no more. So I've got to try and find something that's going to fit all this, and I don't really know where I'm headed. It's going to be a bit. I'll warn you now. It's going to be a bit of a funky year. Like the rest of this year is going to be like me playing just random games. So if you're not really into like random like simulation games and the stuff that I've played like regularly in the past, there's plenty of other channels to go to, and that, unfortunately that's just where it is now. You know, there's nothing else that I need to like do. You started playing Supermarket Simulator. I'm actually going to be covering that game on my other channel, because the other one is a faceless channel. Very easy content to make, very simple, and I can add a little bit of me to it as well, which is quite nice. So I want to see how that goes first. The reason I don't want to give anybody the name out yet, because I want to see if it's plausible to do, you know, and I don't want any of that like extra sort of. I don't want the push that it doesn't deserve, you know. So I'm going to be faffing with that for a little while, just on its own, doing its own little thing, and we'll go from there. I've uploaded one video to it already, and it's literally just got like 2 views. I'm like, I know why. I'm not like disheartened. I know why it's only got 1 view. I'm okay. But yeah, it's like starting a whole new channel is like daunting, and I can understand why. I'm looking back at it now, and just I can understand why people back then, like when you just start out, why it's harder. Because you don't get anything like given to you. It's literally just got to do this and I'm fine. I like your streams because they're mature and not childish. Yeah, that's sort of where I'm at. Like my streams are the capture of me as a person, where I can sit here and just talk. If I'm gonna have fun, I get hyperactive and I get like happy and stuff, but that's just because what I'm doing makes me happy. I'm fine with that. So occasionally I am going to be a little bit more sort of like, I don't know, I would say ecstatic. Maybe is the word I'm looking for. I don't know. There's probably a better word out there that can describe how I am on a live stream. I know erratic is one of them, because I could be doing one thing or another and it really doesn't bother me, but it could bother other people. But you know, I mean, this channel is literally just for like mining content mainly, sim gaming mainly. If I do a 30-day stint of Gold Rush, then that's to be, I think that's to be expected in this channel. I might just add that to my description while the about me, and just be like, sometimes I will do like 30 days of Gold Rush, blah blah blah, and just go from there. See how it goes. I think the new season starts in like 17 days. Eccentric, yeah, I'd say eccentricity. Eccentricity is a good thing. But the other channel, because it's a faceless channel, I can add. I'm going to be adding like a little bit more of, I want to say like the crazy side of me. Like when I say crazy, just the bits that don't make sense to like this channel. So I'm going to be a little bit more sort of like varied. More takey the pissy and satire as well. And I like that. So still going to be playing it. Still going to be playing on this channel though. Even if I do more streams. That's where I'd probably be. Good evening, Mr. Games. How you doing? Hydrate. I had a drink before I came on here. Promethean for 27 months. Thank you very much, buddy. I'm actually looking into something I can do for members as well, because of like the Discord, and I've had a chat with Donk. Well, I said I have a chat. I sent him a message, and I've said, is there a possibility of basically getting a list or a bot to take on like to get the list from YouTube, like all the members, because I figured out a way that I can like do giveaways and stuff, and it wouldn't cost like a small fortune, and very easy to like deal with as well. So I'm looking into that as well, but I'm hoping he can go, yeah, sure, we can do that, and it's all good, because as soon as he can, it's all right. I know what I'm doing then. But yeah, I need to have a natter with him first and see if it's possible. If it's not possible, then I've got to try and find another way of doing it, which there is other ways. Because he's the man with the plan with the bots. Need to do all the liquids, is what I'm doing. We'll be fine, don't worry. But I was gonna do this season for Gold Rush, because I was looking at it going, actually it's not that far away, and I was like, crap, when the kids are on half term. The kids are on half term at the end of next week. I'm like, they might be back at school by the time I want to play again. I don't know. So I've got to keep an eye on that, because it's, as I said, it's a really sort of dry couple of months for like games that I've got and games that I want to play and stuff. So yeah, it's been a bit strange. It really has. I think we're done. It's all good. You know what? I'll give it a scrub. Move car to car wash. I saw some guy modded the game the other day as well, and he was driving cars around the garage and out on the main road. Right, that's pretty sweet actually. Well, yeah, I did what? We did Gold Rush a little while ago. It wasn't too long ago. It's only a couple of months maybe. But yeah, and then I Hydroneer's DLC was coming out. I was like, yeah, let's go, and then we stopped. So I've been trying to catch up with a couple of other guys who still play, and they've just had one guy hit 1 million ounces of gold. He lost his job and played Gold Rush for 21 hours a day. Just fucking insane. But he was I think he was tutored by Split because he decimated everybody. It's like there's the new medium. Absolute beast. Hey, we got a new box. Oh, it's X. Oh, what? No, it's not. What is it? V. Imaged. What the fuck is wiper fluid? It can be. We put like a wiper wash in it as well, so you can buy like a detergent-y wash that goes in there as well. Which outlaws? I put it in every time because we're quite famous in the UK of getting like bugs splattered to your screen, so it's always good. Basically, take a little bit, put it into a 2-litre bottle, shake it up so it goes blue, and then whop it in. I don't put a whole load in at one time because I put water in as well. Right, we're done. Right, next we need to keep going up levels. Let's go. Alright, so how many have I got to go until I get to where I need to be? So car auction's level 15. So I need to get to level 15. We're level 10, nearly 11. Let's go then. So this one is gearbox and exhaust. Also picking up maps. Yeah. Picking up maps is just part of life. Just do it. Right, so this should be exhaust and gearbox. Mid muffler, exhaust, is that it? And transmission. So, oh, okay. We're all good. So clutch release, flight, yeah, so it's just gearbox. Awesome. Nope, it's Nissan. Bit we need to get rid of. The worst part about this gearbox, you have to take this bit off first. I do find it quite funny that this game actually annoys some mechanics. I only learnt this the other day as well because someone who replied to one of my guides, he was a mechanic, and he was like, "This game makes no sense. Some of this processing you shouldn't do." It's like, I don't really care. It's a game. It stops me. I don't own a garage. I don't own tools. I don't own like anywhere I can strip down a car. You know, I don't even have a driveway. So it's good for me. Why can I not? I can't move from the car. No! Oh, bums. I physically cannot move. Holy crap. Getting closer. No, right, I'm still stuck. Excellent. That's what we like to see. We are stuck. Yep. Yeah, I remember the reload. Rasher, Hybridsteel, if someone wants a realistic mechanic game, try Wrench. Yeah, Wrench is an absolute beast. And I've not looked at it myself because that game, if I'm going to be brutally honest, that game sort of scares me, like how detailed it is. And I would get so confused very quickly. I know, like, over time, obviously, I'd learn it all, but like right at this point, I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I think it's just because it's a mod. I'm pretty sure there's a mod. Is it a mod? Yeah, it's a mod, so some of it doesn't make sense. Right, we need to take the starter off, which means we need to go to the engine bay, which means we need to go from the top. Which makes no sense, obviously, because you can take the starter off from underneath the car. There we go. You want to have a guess what's in it called? You want to have a guess what I called my garage on this? I ain't got a clue. Bitch fits. Oh, I love my brain sometimes. Save a shitbox. How's things going? I'm doing good, man. Sorry I haven't replied to you on like Steam. I've just been away from it all right now. I may be online, but a lot of the time I just don't talk to people right now. If I'm going to be honest, I think it's just like I'm just sort of... I'm hot, I'm tired. I've had a good couple of days in the gym, but apart from that, I've just been like... I've been way out of sync. Really out of sync. It's just not good. I forgot to take the crankshaft off as well. Exhaust manifold done. Oh, I've got to... Yeah, the manifold's up top. Okay, though. Done the gearbox, done the flywheel. Fantastic. Right. Yeah, bruh. Got to do that. I don't understand why you can't take it off from underneath the car. Let's go. Yeah, it's a mod. So I mean, the problem is with the mods, some of them don't fit properly. It's just life. Sometimes it doesn't quite fit in the box. Oh, I'm on a happy night tonight. It's all good. And if I can remember which buttons I can push, we're even better. I'm going to replace anything that was brown and sticky, so anything that resembles a stick, which should be fine. I want the quality of life, the real... Yeah, I think most people do, but they don't want to pay for, like... I think that the mod does exist somewhere. But no masses. Got back from my walk and run day at the gym about an hour ago. Cool, man. I went yesterday, and a guy that I know that goes down there, he's one of the dads that takes his kid to school, so I know him. And he turned up whilst I was like, the gym was really, really busy yesterday. I turned up, I was like, I've never seen this many people here before. Like the whole 2 months I've been going, it's like, shit, there's loads of people. Me and him were sitting again, so what are we going to do? Because there's like really limited equipment. So we started doing like Smith machine, bench press, arm flies and pulls. And he carried on doing stuff with dumbbells. I went off and did legs for a bit, and I taught him how to use a machine, and it's changed his life when it comes to his legs, because he never trusted it before, because he'd never seen how to use it. And I was like, literally, you put like 20 kilos on this machine, and when you do a squat on this, because you put your back into a machine so your head's like against the rests, and you take your feet off the floor and put them on this pad, and when you squat right down to the floor. Man, even with just 20 kilos on, my legs were burning after that. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen him down there for about a month or so. He was asking how regular I was going down. I was like, I'm up to like 4 times a week now. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday is when I go to the gym in the morning. And he goes, "You've changed." I was like, "I don't feel it." So like my stomach's the same size as it was, but my shoulders have all like, according to him and Kerry, my shoulders are more broader now, so they're actually like building out, and so are my arms and stuff. It's like cool, and my legs are a lot less like flabby than they used to be. So I'm all right with that. I've put on, obviously because I'm eating more. I eat a little bit extra now because I was going to the gym and doing weights more. I've put on like 12 pound in body weight, but some of that is muscle and some of that is just me eating. So it's sort of evening itself out a little bit. I need to make like slightly better choices with food, but at the same time I'm a really fussy eater, which is the worst part. So yeah, at one point I'll start burning off. I have got to do a bit more cardio because I've got to be honest, I've like doing weights and stuff for so long, which is completely fine. But when you're just focusing on weights all the time, your cardio goes out the window. So I need to do like walking more and things like that. I've been swimming. Yeah, and I feel like for me that's more. I would like to go swimming, but at the moment I'm like, nah, I'm alright. You know, I think that's a confidence thing in my brain. And like money wise, I'd rather go to a gym than go swimming. I used to swim quite a lot though when I was younger. I do weights one day and do walking and running the next. See, that's the other thing, I can't run. And it's not because I'm fat. I know I'm fat, but even fat people can run. It's because I'm so bad asthmatic. I can't breathe half the time. It sucks. So yeah, I need to work on that for myself. So I need to jump on a treadmill for like half an hour a day, so while I'm down there, doing a bit of rowing as well, on the row machines. Yeah, so running and walking. Walking I don't mind because I can go at my own pace, which actually I have a decent pace, but I don't walk for too long. But yeah, it's more like I've got to get it back into my head that I actually have to do this. So yeah, even when I'm down the gym now, I'm like, okay, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to do a bit more walking. We're going to have to do a bit more treadmill. I don't mind. The thing is, I've got like hours to burn in the morning. I'm not against like any pressure, because unless like Kerry turns around and says, hey, we need to do this, which there's not a lot of that right now because like she's like down on appointments as well, which is good. The kids are at school, so that's fine. It just means that I can spend a bit more time down there doing like the things that I don't really want to do, but I can. The things I really should be doing. Oh, I think I bought the wrong thing. Yeah, that's fair. I understand that. I replaced the manifold cover and not the manifold. That is me being a douche. Well, more of just a forgetful idiot. Well, I can be a douche as well, don't care. Let's see what we can repair. A lot. But yeah, I mean, see the thing back. I'm lucky my pool is open 24/7. Yeah, we don't have that. I don't have that luxury. But I mean, the gym that I go to opens at like 8 in the morning, finishes at like 10 at night. So even when my kids are on half term, I'm going to be doing like a couple of nights down there. Like I'll go down there at like 6:30 till 8:30, come home, have a bath, and so on and so forth. But it's more like the whole walking thing. Normally, like 10,000 steps doesn't take me too long, and I can it's like an hour because it's about 3.5 miles, isn't it? Is it 3.5 miles? I don't know. How many miles is 10k steps? 5 miles, so that's like an hour and a half. So I think is I walk down to the school and back, which is about 15-20 minutes each way, well, both ways. So 20 minutes walking, that's like, I don't know, half a mile-ish, maybe a mile, if I walk like the long way as well. Because I used to walk from here down to the school to take the kids to school and then walk around the village. But now I go to the gym, I'm more active and I go there. So I'll just do it there, it's fine. 5 miles is fine though. Like I said, I still walk with the kids, so if I can remember how to do certain things, I'll be fine. That one, we need one of those. No, I just need that. There we go. Ta-da! But yeah, I mean, like weight-wise, you know, well, as in like pulling weights and stuff, I'm doing alright with. Done, done, and done. Finished. Becoming hardened still. Yeah, well, I mean, sort of at the moment. I mean, I'm pulling on the, you know what a row machine is, not the rowing machine where you're sitting down and you pull the row and you've got that little wheel attached. So a row machine, when you're on the like lap, when you've got like a big rack in front of you, the row machine is one with the longer seat. So you pull your feet up and you row with the weights that are going up and down in front of you. I can pull 109 kilos of that for 3 reps before my arms start falling off. So 109 kilos is fine. When it comes to anything pushing, I'm doing like 35-40 kilo on those. When it comes down to pull downs, I'm on 59 kilo right now. And then when it comes to like dumbbells and stuff, because I do dumbbells last, so I'm normally shattered by then. And I do 220 pounds is great. Yeah, it's right. When it comes to dumbbells, because I've usually done like an hour and a half I've usually done an hour and a half by then. Dumbbells, I start off at 15 kilo, and I do 10 overheads and then 10 curls, and then drop the weights and go, I can't do this anymore, and go drop down to like the 12 and a halves, and I drop down to the 10s, drop down to the 7 and a halves, and if I can do any more, I'll go down to 5. So I basically I take a bench of the weights, and like that's my end. So, and then I stretch out and then I go home. So I do that most days. When it comes to leg day, Thursdays I do like an hour straight of just like quads, hamstrings, calves. Started doing squats, so that's more of like a progress thing. Yeah, and then it's just like filling in the blanks, like doing the back and stuff like that as I go. I took an intro MMA class, not for fighting, but yeah, that's very, very cardio based. And even if they're playing around, they'll mull you. Last time I did a full arm pull, I maxed the machine, and I got 10 years of judo and jiu-jitsu, karate training, and I think MMA is bullshit, just showboat. Well, I don't know. It looks pretty painful when I get smacked in the face quite a lot. Wendy Green, I'm in a wheelchair and I can lift 100 pounds. Good. Well, that's good going. MMA training is, I don't know, have you ever watched Paddy the Baddy do his training shot? Oh my god, that looks like it looks so painful. I couldn't do it. Yeah, actually, I've got to be fair, I haven't really done much in the way of like deadlifting and stuff. So I don't even know where I'm at on that. So I could add that into my where I'm at. I mean, Mondays is my heavy day, so I could do it for Mondays. Yeah. Well, that's another casting rig here. You're going to gather the dust, mate. What did you do to it? I have not lifted heavy since high school. No, I haven't even tried. Mate. So, I will. You know what? I'll start doing some sort of deadlift twice a week because I'll add it to my heavy day. My heavy day is I basically as soon as I walk in, I put the weight up to where I was up to when I left. So I walk in and go, right, okay, so I was lifting 60 after a warm up. I'll start at 60. And then I'll do reps for 60 and I'll drop the weight down and I'll carry on and I'll drop the weight down and carry on. I basically do that until fail. And then I move on to something else and then move on to something else and move on to something else. But I got to add deadlift in because I think deadlift, it helps with your back, partially with your core as well. So I'm alright with that. And I have no idea how much I can lift. If I can row 109 kilo, I could probably lift 109 kilo. Yeah, so I might be alright with that. Let me do it for a couple of weeks first, and I'll get back to you. It's like I don't know yet. We'll see how where we go. Right. Good morning. We need an expert opinion. I don't know what happened. I was planning a family vacation on the last week, and I started the car yesterday. I was trying to turn the lights on, and there was nothing. I thought that maybe the lights were fried, but it turned out it wasn't the problem. Soon after, my car wasn't reacting to the key at all. I don't know what happened. Please check what's the problem. It would be good if the car was fit for a longer trip and if it was more reliable. At least they marked it as such. I'm almost sure that all these yeah, there you go. There's part of the problem right there. I can't watch any martial arts display media because they're terrible. Well, that's the thing. I mean, MMA is more because you get to choose. Like you can choose what you put into your own style. Obviously, you get trained in certain things. So you'll sit there and tear whatever they're apart. The thing is what they're doing is working for them. And I've got this feeling that most of them probably don't care about our opinion on what they're doing, as long as they put the other person out through submission or knockout. They probably just don't give a shit, you know. And I've watched like Paddy the Baddy get trained. I'm like, I wouldn't want to stay. He's lighter than me. I wouldn't want to get in the ring with him. That man is just like, I don't know. He's quick and he can hit really hard. But MMA fighting. I mean, if you look, Eddie Hall's doing MMA right now. I wouldn't say it's a joke. It looks pretty painful. No, it's not. It's about like what works for you, and can you get the other person to submit or like knock him out. That's the whole thing. The thing is, when you go to a judo competition, everybody's doing judo. If you go to like, I don't know, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, everyone's doing that. But with MMA, it's mixed. It doesn't matter what martial art you're using. You can use whatever you like. You could go in there as just a brawler or a street fighter and see what happens, but you probably get your butt handed to you. But that's the difference between MMA and like other competitions. MMA is a bit more, you've got freedom of your own style, whereas if you go to judo, you have to do judo. I think that's the big thing. Most people who just do like a set thing, like Prometheus, when he does like karate or jiu-jitsu or this, that, and the other, it's just that one thing. I think when it comes down to MMA, like I don't know, but after me watching it, MMA is a bit more of a free-for-all. It's like if you know how to fight and you want to fight and you've got some sort of technique, what's stopping you jumping in the ring? You know, obviously training, which would help. But yeah, I'm a fan of MMA. I like the whole like style thing. I mean, the showboat. There's not a lot of showboating. The showboating thing comes when either someone's won or lost. This block is fried. Look at the state of it. We just need to strip the whole block down. We can go from there. I don't really give a shit about the 50. It's fine. Right, we need to get under it. Frozen microwave, welcome by the way. It was my parents' old PC that I replaced 2 years ago. Oh man. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go now. I was figuring of like when I was looking into like losing weight, I always thought boxing would have been the best way to do it because it's like high cardio. My problem is asthma. You know, it's just it's that one thing. If I'm going to say one thing is, apart from me eating stupid foods over my entire life, the one thing that I've always struggled with is breathing. And it's not good. I don't like it. If I didn't have asthma, or if I'd have grown out of it like my brothers did, because one of my brothers grew out of it. My other brother just has hay fever, which sucks. But it's like, I sort of wish that I didn't have this one thing. If I didn't have this one thing, I'd probably be a little bit healthier. Because I wouldn't get knackered. I wouldn't have to carry around a fucking inhaler with me wherever I go. You know, it's just a ball ache. And it's a pain, it's annoying. And it's the one thing I would say that's sort of like stopped me. Because literally, I can walk for like 20 minutes or so, and it'd be like, I can feel my chest tightening up, and it's not good. It's like, even when I was younger, that's what it was like the whole time. So yeah, I grew out of my asthma from doing tons of jump rope. Yeah, that's the thing. Even when I was younger, like I was active as a kid, and it still affected me. Even when I was playing baseball, like even in my older years, and I was playing baseball, it was still affecting me. It was like, even if I was fitter and I was able to run bases, I'd get to like second base and I'd be like, can't breathe anymore. So I was just knackered half the time. It just sucks. But you know, there's people out there worse than me, and you know, there are other ailments in life. So I count myself very lucky that I'm the only thing I'm really bad at is breathing. You know, it could be worse. Have to go feed the kids. Oh, I'll still be here, man. If you kick back. Right. We haven't discovered it all yet. Let me just go check the fuel bits. That'll be fine. Yeah, I think this car is mainly engine. So it's going to be a lot of like crap in here. I mean, the block's pretty knackered. It looks, I mean, it looks sort of crappy. Could be fuses as well. I can't remember this one. Let me just strip this out first. Oil filter's knackered. Battery, I feel it's probably out. We're going to have to take this off because we need to take the gearbox off. I've got the attention speed of a gnat. Well, that's right. If I don't take my meds, I get up. Yeah, yeah, I tried that. It didn't end well. His brake pads are shot as well. I thought this car was just like, the engine doesn't work. No, brake pads. That sucks. Right, let's get to the other side and see if it's the same. Yep, brake pads on this side as well. Damn, dude, what did you do to your car? You broke half the engine and you screwed your brakes up as well. Nice. Right, so that's all stripped. Let's check the back wheels just in case. Looks like he went by. Maybe. He's knackered he's knackered all of his brakes. All of them. We don't like this. Wanted to be fixed up for longevity. Well, there's a difference between longevity, breaking your engine, and running your brakes to death. under the car. All that's done, all that's done. Fantastic. Now we should just be able to drop and rip the pistons out. Let's get them out. They're broken as well. It's fine. Don't forget, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like, subscribe, notification button below for all other updates. If you haven't already, if you're a lurker, congratulations, welcome to the channel. I'm Hybridsteel, and today I'm playing Car Mechanic Simulator. It's all good. We're just hanging out and chatting today. I'm not in any rush and doing stuff. I actually don't give a damn anymore. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, we're fine. We're just going to chill. It's going to be cool. We'll be fine. Anyways, I want to check the flywheel, clutch plate, and everything else, just to make sure that it's okay in here. Because I want to strip the engine block down. I want to see what I can repair. And I want to see if we can do stuff like that first. How you doing, Justin? Welcome to the live stream. Let's get that off. Let's get the block out. Oh, accessible. I can't. Oh yeah, I need to take these off first. Grand. Nice to catch a live stream. I'm still there. We're all good. Okay, what's still stuck on you that's not letting me have it out? Accessible only from the engine bay. You never learn, do you? Have we got our lift? Oh no, we haven't got a lift. Okay, we'll just strip the block out, it's fine. Let's go, block. Cool. Right, let's see what we can repair. Repairing everything. Because it's cheaper than buying everything. And I don't know, I mean, it's just repairing everything, so I'm fine. I don't care. We're good. I know I don't need to be doing this. Part of the service, you know. It'll be good. And then it makes it more obvious what I have to repair. So the block was in good condition. Oh, okay. It just looked broken. They sure don't make it hard to get in the green. That's because the part's in the green, so it actually makes it really easy. The worse the part is, the more red stuff comes up on it. It's an easy part to fix, so you'll be fine. I don't need to repair his brake discs. Yeah. So now everything that was red is all the stuff I've got to do. I'm missing 4 parts. Bearings are fine. They're fine. Yeah. That was empty when he came in here, right? That'd probably be one of his problems then. Yesterday I hit 1 million in my 10 million credit challenge. Good on you, man. Well done. I hope that, like, the thing I sent you a couple of, was it last week I sent you that thing? Like, how, like, see if you could actually do a competition on that. Yeah, I mean, I hope that all goes for you, man. The thing is like, I would say, like, if you're going to play this game as, like, a thing, and you wanted to cover this on YouTube a lot as well, doing, like, a 1 million challenge is actually not bad. It's, if you... Congrats on the 20k. Oh, cheers, man. We're nearly at 21. If you were going to play this as a game that you were going to focus on for YouTube or streaming and stuff, if you look at, like, Car Masters, that sort of thing on Netflix, where they basically start from, like, buy a crap shack car, sell it on, build yourself up, get to that top bit, and then sell off and start from the bottom again. Actually, not a bad way of doing a season on this game. And that's what I might, when I get to, like, I'm able to go to barn finding, I might do that as a thing where we've got X amount of money to put into this car, we have to do it with this. We'll go from there and see, because I think that would be a good sort of season idea. And you only need to do, I don't know what, like 3 or 4 videos for a season, and you do 6 seasons a year, and you do 4 videos of it a month. So you do Monday, every Monday is a new video, and you only do that 6 times a year. I think that would be good, because then it gives you the other month or the other bits and pieces to do whatever you wanted to do. It's just that car mechanic thing always keeps that thing going in your library. And actually, it's how I should have been when I was doing this before. Because when I was doing this before, I would say that the reason why I burnt myself out in this game was because I'd spent so much time doing everything else. I'm like, no, I might just do like the Rust Master challenge and just like, we're going to start off by buying a cheap shitty car and work our way through. And it has to be a cheap car. You can't just go into a barn and go, hey, that's a 40 grand car, we're going to buy that. You need to start off with something that's just broken and just do bare necessity essentials, sell it off for 20-30 grand, buy another car for like 15 grand, do it, and then work you up to like 6 figures. And then season number 2, do the same thing, different start. I would say that's a good way of doing it. I hope that's an idea in your brain. It might be something I do. Then maybe do more on the next car. It's a great concept. Exactly. So that's why I watch Car Masters with Mark, because like, number one, it's very humble the way he starts and where he wants to go, and where his initial idea of where the garage was and what he wanted to work on. And the first couple of seasons showed what he enjoyed doing, which was starting from nothing really, getting a base car and just going out on like that design process for certain customers. And I would say it's the same sort of thing. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to think of doing as well, because I want something that's going to last a longevity on this channel, that's going to be there like all the time, where I can do it once a month, and I can record 4 videos in a couple of days. I can get all that edited out, and that will be scheduled every Monday for that month. And then on the next month, I do whatever. On the following month, every Monday, Car Mechanic Simulator. I could almost put together an entire... I mean, if I work myself to death again, I could probably put myself an entire year's worth of content like that in about 2 weeks. I'd be dead by the... I'd literally be sitting by the end of it just going, I don't want to do this anymore. But that's where I was before, and it's not a good place to be. I enjoy this game. But being how I played this before, man, I just gave up on it. I didn't care. I'm a little bit annoyed with myself for doing it, but it's a learning process. You learn your limit of what you can put up with. And I would say, like, my limit was literally, I think I did like 3 months worth of content in like 3 weeks, and it broke me. So. Not cool. But yeah, I think the next time it comes around, I might look into it again. I mean, the guide idea was a good thing. Thank you very much for following, for Ruben91. The guide content I did was alright, and it doesn't take long to rinse through this game, but I think pacing myself with... I didn't need to buy 2 of those. Pacing myself would have been the thing I should have been more paying attention to, of like what I needed to do. Do enough to get you... Yeah, exactly. I think that's what you should do for the first one. Like the first car, say you're doing the set where you have to go from from the base to the top. So the first car, it has to be a junk car. So I might lay this out. First car has to come from the junkyard, and all you need to do is make it work. You know, and then you're going to make like a couple of grand on it, and then it goes off to a shop where they can fix it up. You build that story around that thing, and then you know, you get a tip off from a person, and there might be something at this next auction you go to. Or like for me, I always use like a character at the scrapyard, so I always called him Gerald, and Gerald would own the scrapyard, and I'd go down to Gerald's like scrapyard, and we'd go looking around, and he had this interested, like, let's say Ford Escort, and you pick it up and you go, okay, cool, it's a nice car. And the way you do that first off is you run around the scrapyard first, see what's there, and then press record. So yeah, I think that it's just a way of keeping it more fresh for you as well. And then the worst part is if you run out of that sort of initial push to play it, you know where you went wrong. You did too much, and like I said, that's where I went wrong. Did I need a gearbox for this? Why am I buying a mid-muffler again? Did I not clear my list? I have no idea why I'm buying all this stuff. Now apparently I'm just buying random crap. Yeah. I don't think it should be a challenge though. What I genuinely think is that should just be a way to play it. So the way that I play, the way that I've started to, like, when it comes to doing a let's play now, the way I've started to do it is like pretend that's your shop or whatever you're doing. It does sort of work because it gives you a little like path on where to go. I would say like the shop, the game that I played the other day, which was the clothing shop one. That's probably how I want to play that game and just fudge around with it and be happy. Hey Hybrid, how are you doing today, my friend? Which game is this one? This is CMS 2021. It's old now. This is 3 years old. Brad, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, it's definitely a retro game now. I'd say retro. It's 3 years. Oh no, I'm considering things that are 3 years old retro. Oh, we're in trouble. I was gonna do like a car mechanic like documentary thing at one point, like try to find all the car mechanic games and all the games that are resembling that sort of thing. But then I was like, I don't have this much money, which is a shame. Glad you got back into this game. Yeah, it just one weird day, and I was like, you know what, I want to give it another go, and I want to do something a little bit different I have done before. So just wanted to give it another go, I suppose. And at the moment, it's a bit of a sort of, I don't know, for some reason 2024 seems to be a bit ropey for other games coming out. It's like all the COVID projects have finished, and now we're back to dredging through crap, which sucks. Is there any new games coming out you think you will play? Mate, I've got 140 games on my wish list on Steam. Yeah, there's lots that I want to play, they're just not out yet. One of them is called Camper Renovator, so it's a little bit like Pimp My Ride but with camper vans. I was like, yeah, I could probably play that because I've got a friend who's a van life channel, So I might just like tag him into it and just say, look, I can do this too. Just like he's got more money than me. But yeah, it's something I'm looking into. You're missing 2 of those bars. It's okay. We'll get there. Don't worry. Worst comes worst, I put it all back together and it says you're missing these 2 bars, and then it tells me. If 3 years is retro, we're pretty. Yeah, I know, we're prehistoric, man. We're ancient. We're old. That's the other reason why I wanted to do the other channel as well. So because it's faceless, unless you recognise my voice in the videos, you won't know it's me. And the idea is, the reason why it's faceless, and I was watching, who was I watching it the other day, and they were ripping apart some of like the other YouTube. Oh, it was Asmongold talking about Dream, and he was talking about why Dream's content has gone down the pan. Not just because, actually, partially because he did a face reveal. And I sort of agree with him on this. And basically what he was saying is that when you're a faceless person, you can apply to people who are younger than you, and people see you as cool. But as soon as you show yourself in a video and you're a 35-year-old guy, lots of kids won't watch you because they've grown up with you. They no longer like you can't garner a younger audience because they can't relate to you. If you stay a faceless channel, or a channel that basically does younger style content, and you don't show your face to it, younger people can relate to you more because they don't know who's making that content. But since Dream made his like face reveal, Dream's content's gone down the pan because no one really relates to him anymore. He's no longer that cool kid who's like, oh yeah, I'm a faceless YouTuber, blah blah. It's like, I can see why Asmongold said what he said, and it's very, very true and very relatable too. I was thinking about an Internet Cafe when it was on sale. Buy Internet Cafe Simulator 2. In fairness, it is his best game, because the guy who made it is called Cheesecake Dev, and Internet Cafe Simulator 2 is the best game he's made, because I've played his other games and I don't like them. I played the first Internet Cafe game. It's alright. I can see where he got like the idea of moving forward, which was good. But when he made Hookah Cafe, which is, you know, the smoking stuff, I just didn't like it. I genuinely thought it was a pile of crap. So at the moment, yeah, Cheesecake Dev, Internet Cafe Sim. The thing that ruined it more for me was the expansion pack he chucked onto it, which was the cabin stuff. That was a load of old crap. It really was. I did not enjoy that stuff. It was just bad. check out other websites that sell keys. Like I use CD keys to get some stuff for cheaper. At the moment, they've got Arcade Paradise for like 97p, I think it is. Let me just show you this. So I liked Arcade Paradise. It's a good game if you like old arcade machines and so on and so forth. Arcade Paradise. This is for PC, by the way, so most people should be able to use and get this. If you're in the UK, even better. Let me just drag this window over. Oh yeah. And we'll bring this up. There you go. Arcade Paradise, 79p. It's 96% off, everybody. Go and buy this game while you still fucking can. So if you're in the, they do like you can get other versions. The Switch and EU and UK bundle is £22, but if you want it on Steam, 79p. Good game, really good game. But yeah, I buy some of my stuff from them, because in fairness, it's a damn good price. If you could rank your top 5... Oh, hold on. I was thinking of buying Internet Cafe. If you could rank your top 5 favourite games. That's really hard. The reason why it's really hard is because I've played too many games. I've been playing video games for 35 years. It's too long. Really is. Yeah. Hornets, how you doing, bud? What's up? Nothing much. Just chilling, man. Just having one of those days. I'm just going to get myself through a little bit on here so we can carry on. I want to do something with this game now. And we'll go from there. Enjoying the sun of the weekend in the UK? Yeah, it's alright. I don't like it when it gets too hot though. So I'm one of those people, unfortunately. The only time I moan about the UK weather is when it's too hot. I don't care when it's cold. I don't care if it snows. The only time I'll care is if my power goes out, but then I can't control that. It's just like all the things that like everybody else hates, like when it rains or anything else. I don't really give a shit about. I'll go out and walk in it. It doesn't bother me. But summer, I hate the summer with a vengeance. Why do I not have the necessary part? Add it to my shopping list right this second. Yeah, I'm just not a summer person. It's the only time I get grout. The main reason why I don't like it is because naturally I run quite warm. So I'm one of those people who walks around in shorts most of the year, like unless it's like December. Between end of November till about early March is when I'll be wearing trousers. But then I know other people that like are worse than me. They'll just wear shorts all year round. But yeah, so and then I'm in shorts most of the time, and then I'm just sort of like, I'll get there. I'll just sit there and just go, right, okay, whatever. When we get to the summer, I'm done. Really am. Just don't like it. Electricians always checking shorts. Oh. It's a good joke, actually. I like that one. I gotta put the fuse box back together. Where does the fuse box go? Oh, it goes up there. Do not. Yeah, so I bought myself a couple of games today. Just going to see what they do for video-wise. And I just want to play them, see what they're like. And I need to unmount that, because apparently I didn't buy enough fuses. That's a B fuse, and I didn't buy enough. Serious law. I bought enough red ones though, didn't I? Yeah. Elliot. And there we go. I should see if CD Keys do a creator program. I'd love to get sponsored by someone like that. So if you know any keys, go and use my link. I get a little bit of commission on the side, right now. Yeah. think. Oh no, we've got to do that one as well. Let's just top it all up and make it all good. That's the problem with, I would say that's the problem with console in general. And again, this is why I'm not a big, like, I like consoles, right? I own consoles. I've owned consoles all my life. But the problem I have with them is literally just, yeah, it comes down to not enough tools. I've got to drain the power steering fluid. I've got to do this. Drain tool. It's too much in it. It's too much. Should be done now. She's finished. Oh, I forgot to put the starter back on. That would help. Yes. How are you going forwards? Don't know. Just gonna sort of work on it and hope it's like a Flintstone car. Yabba dabba doo. I think the power of the new consoles are good. What's compared? Yeah. So I'll put this into perspective. If you want a PC that's the same sort of power outage and the same sort of graphic specification, go and watch Linus's video where he builds a $500 PC. Yep. I mean, consoles have got a place, and I'm not discrepanting against like consoles because I have consoles. I've played consoles my whole life. All right. My main issue with consoles is the limitation of games. Right? Because for PlayStation users, you go onto PSN and you can only buy what PlayStation are putting out for sale. You can go to other websites like things like Shop2 to get a little bit of a discount, but most of the time games are too freaking expensive. When it comes to indie games don't translate over to console very well because they have to mess around with like their coding to make it work on a console, and that limits the console. Same with the Xbox, but then if you're on PC, you can have Xbox games running on your PC because you've got the Xbox app. And I'm able to download like emulators if I want to play older games. And I've got a Steam library, Epic library, and all the other libraries out there that I can buy games from, and all the other websites I can buy games from at like whatever price I want to pay for, or whatever is available for me. I find that when it comes down to console, it's like not a big fan of like the limitation of like what's available for gamers. And I know you get like the console like wars, like Xbox versus PlayStation and everything else. But let's just face it, PC is a bit more like flexible when it comes to gaming potential or what you want to do with it. PC, the other thing is your PC is not just limited to playing games. You can do everything else. You can have the world's most expensive MP3 player if you really wish. You can have a machine that you can use for CAD designing and all the other stuff you want, as long as you've got enough money for the components. But if you just want to play games and you don't really give a shit, like I do, so like for me sometimes, I'll just switch on the old PlayStation and I'll kick back on Fallout 76 and I'll go and shoot some civilians, build my base up and all that laugh. But that's where I only play certain games now on PlayStation because it's limited. I can play this on console, yes. But can I play Hydra on it? No. Can I play Planet Crafter? I don't think so. Can I play all the other games that I've played on my Steam library? No. Most of them don't exist on PlayStation, which is the sucky part about it. And that's why I do favour playing PC over console now. And I've always been like this. I've always had that thing, as soon as I get a PC, that's where most of my gaming's going to be. It only took me 30 something years to get round to that because up until this point I've been quite poor. I'm still poor now, but I can save up a bit easier now. Instead of when I was 20, between the ages of 20 and 30, I was dirt poor, and I was working 60 odd hours a week and I still wasn't able to afford shit because I was paying for all my bills. So yeah, it's just life. I do think that the controls are more difficult on a controller than some games compared to keyboard and mouse. Yeah, they are. On the plus side to keyboard and mouse is you got more keys, so you can have a whole handful of short keys in the reach of your button. Console, you're mapped to what? There's 8 buttons that you can really push. I mean, apart from directions, obviously, in your analog sticks, but you've only got your right triggers, your right and left triggers, and your 4 buttons. Everything has to be mapped for that, like those small amounts of control. It's not a great way to do things. We must have gone up a level. Oh, let me just get rid of all this stuff. But yeah, that's unfortunately where I see the problems with, like, between console and everything. And then when it comes down to look what just happened to Helldivers. So if you're on PC, there are ways around certain things on, like, you know, you're able to, like, do certain things. Now, unfortunately, Helldivers just basically slit its own throat technically when it comes to being on console only. Is that, yes, you don't have to have a PSN account now to sign into that game, which is good, but they're still blocked in 170 countries. So those 170 countries can still not play Helldivers 2, and I'm pretty sure that's still now SteamDB. The reason why I use SteamDB is because it shows all of the updates that go into all of the games. So at the moment, Helldivers is currently sitting at 88,000 players, which is that's basically, I would say, probably mainly PC right now. Well, that's just Steam numbers, so yes. Helldivers 2. So I'm going to show you this. This is what I've been keeping my eye on for a while now. So let me just drag this over. So Helldivers 2. We're going to go into the packages data. So it got updated 3 days ago. Commercial licenses 3 days ago. So this means this is worldwide. And then we'll go. So all of these countries right now are all listed, and that's all nice. Information. There we go. This package has no price set in the following countries. So these people can't even look at a price for this game. All of these countries cannot even sign in to play this game if they do not have PlayStation accounts. They do not have access to PlayStation, which I find really weird because the Isle of Man is part of the UK, Jersey is technically part of the UK, and Guernsey is technically part of the UK. They don't have access to PSN, even if you own a PlayStation. But you wouldn't own a PlayStation in those countries because you can't access it as PSN, so you'll be a PC player. Right? And there's a really weird one, is this one. The Holy See, the Vatican City, the Pope cannot helldive. Now, admittedly, I saw this because of pirate software, but when I saw that, I just sat there and just, damn it, I cannot kill the demons. And the Pope just sitting on his throne, just like, I cannot kill them. So yeah, it's really strange that even though the small win was that PlayStation aren't asking for, like, yeah, okay, it's all good. You don't have to have a PSN account to play this game. You can play this on PC, but you cannot access this. And it's like, for fuck's sake, yeah. Catch you later, Claus. Have a good one, man. Pope can't play online. Exactly. So all of these countries, even though we won that fight with Sony, none of these countries can still play Helldivers, which that's part of the limitation of console. And that's the problem. And this is one of the things I'm having trouble with console now. I'm trying to justify doing it, like, to say, oh yeah, it's okay. But literally, when Sony lock it off for anyone else, and you're like, this is just really bad. It's just stupid. And I don't like it anymore. And it is making me consider do I really want to buy another console after this? The only difference is like, for me, console is the only way I talk to my brothers. My brothers don't live anywhere near me, so in order to talk to them, I have to be on PSN. So I literally own, like, basically my PlayStation is a telephone at this point. That's what it is right now. So yeah, I wish sort of Sony would open it up for the rest of the world. You know, it didn't hurt when the rest of the world could play their game, but apparently it hurts that much that they just lock you off of it. It just sucks. So yeah, the Pope can't play. The Pope can't play, and there's three islands in the United Kingdom that can't even touch the game because of Sony's rule. And it's not good. Okay, camshaft timing chains. That sounds like fun. Brakes need doing. Loud. Okay, so exhaust. Right, let's rip the engine out first because the camshafts are knackered. So we need to take this apart. This is going to be fun. the big mission. Basically, strip it. Strip the block, get it all down. We'll be okay. You tried to play Ark Survival on console and it was horrible. Yeah, it is pretty bad. Another thing is like obviously like 7 Days to Die is coming out of like early. It's going into like, you know, big mode, which is good. 7 Days to Die is finally coming out of like alpha. And the developer has said that because so much has changed when it comes to the game, console players are going to have to rebuy the game. They cannot put the updates through to make the game work on console. So again, it's another like, hi, we're a console player, and now you have to physically buy 7 Days to Die again for you to play it. So that annoyed me a little bit, because I'm like, I own that, which that sucks. And my brothers might want to play, which means I'm probably going to have to like rebuy the game, which it's okay. It's not going to be too expensive. It's just a pain in the bum. But I do own it on PC, and I get free updates. So yeah, I see it from both sides of the argument. The other thing is I find funny is that console players for some reason are really militant, and I think it's just because when a console player looks at a PC player, I mean most PC players are usually just like, I don't give a shit, I'll just carry on and do something else. That's my mentality anyway. But when it comes to console, it's like, well, why are you having to go at us? We're better than you. Doesn't matter. But then you're not. We're all the same. We all play games on what we prefer and what we like. Don't have any beef with anybody. And if you've got problems with somebody, it means that your head's too far up your ass to see the light. Just saying. If you don't like it, pull your head out your ass and smell the roses. It's pretty simple. I'm looking forward to the new Assassin's Creed. I'm not. What I don't like about it is that for the last sort of 10 years, you know, Assassin's Creed players like, hey, we want an Assassin's Creed game based in Japan. Cool, we'll give you an Assassin's Creed game based in Japan. And what we're going to do is we're going to make one of the main characters a black man who was only in Japan for 3 years and was just like Nobunaga's like clown. That was literally what it is. So if you want the backstory of Yasuki, I can't remember how you pronounce his name. Basically, he was a slave, right? He went to Japan. Nobunaga, he took kind of like interest in him, and the reason why is because he didn't believe that his skin was black, so they scrubbed him just to make sure it wasn't like ink or paint or something. When Nobunaga was like, holy shit, he's actually black, oh my god, he took him on as basically a retainer. So he was literally just like Nobunaga's like sword carrier. He was given a house, he was given a wage, and he went around with him for 3 years until he lost a fight. Nobunaga had to commit hara-kiri, right? So he killed himself, and then he was like, you know, obviously that's just how samurai died. And then Yasuki, he escaped and went to Nobunaga's son, and then he died. And then Yasuki just left Japan. He went back to the people who owned him before. He was just basically given back, and it was like, cool. So the Assassin's Creed series has based an entire game on a tiny Asian lady who apparently can kick the shit out of loads of samurai, which I find very obscure, and the fact that this 70-pound woman's got the strength of like a bear, and a black guy who was barely in Japan, who's made out to be something that he really, really wasn't. He wasn't a true samurai. He was a lackey, for the better of word. I'm not being like, as I said, the reason why I'm not a big fan of it is because this is Ubisoft again. This is like box ticking, because this is what they want to do. They want to try and like get in with it all, and so oh, for fuck's sake, just all you have to do is make a decent game. We want an Assassin's Creed game based on Japanese people in Japan. but they've gone for the, hey, we've got an idea, we'll take a black guy who's only there for a short period of time in real life, and there's not a lot written about him, but we'll make him the main character of a game set in Japan. I find this a little bit disturbing. But that's the direction that Ubisoft are going. So, I mean, I never had a problem with Connor. He was a Native American. I never had a problem with Ezio because he was an Italian in an Italian setting. I never had a problem with any of them. They were all in their own natural settings. And they were all representing their own race and their own people. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Connor was great. Exactly, like, Connor was a good character. Like, even Edward was a good character. And he was a British guy who was in, like, flipping, you know, the Caribbean at the time. But we were all in the Caribbean, apparently. We were all pirates. It kind of annoyed me, but it's fine. But it's one of those things. Ubisoft have taken liberties with this one. And unfortunately, people are like, oh yeah, well, it's not that bad. There have been a lot of people jumping on the defense of this, but there was one guy on Twitter, and he created like this short video of like explaining who Yasuki was, and he did his video. It was like 2 minutes long, and it got pulled by the copyright owners, which means Ubisoft pulled his video because he was explaining who the character was, and it went against the narrative the game was pushing out. And it was like, wow, okay. Not to mention, like, being on the edge of racist. I was calling women overshadow because she's a ninja. A black samurai is not stealth. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm not taking the racist stance on this. I'm taking this as a historical thing. When you play any other Assassin's Creed game, you're playing a representative of that era. You're playing somebody who was a native and a local of that time and country. Yasuki wasn't a native Japanese man. He was a slave. He was passed on because Nobunaga was like, hey, you know, he's actually a black person. We've never seen one of these before. Literally, he was like one of the first. It was like, you know, that's his whole thing. I don't get the hype, and I find it annoying because if I wanted to play if I want to play a Japanese inspired game that's going to be, you know, fairly like, I would say Ghost of Tsushima is a really good, like, a Japanese inspired game, right? It's gorgeous. When it comes down to this, not so much. The maps are beautiful. Ubisoft does good at of level design. I grant them that, but I would say that their games have started to go downhill for quite some time now, and unfortunately, I would say that we're getting to that point where if Assassin's Creed doesn't sell too well, I can see Ubisoft having financial issues in the next couple of years, because they're really going to have to push this game, and I feel like the trailer being ratioed on Steam, on YouTube, and the people who are talking about this a lot, I would say that Ubisoft probably won't. They're not going to be like a major player soon if they carry on like this. But that's just coming from my point of view. I've only been here for 40 years. I've only seen studios die. I've never seen them like live properly and then like excel. I've just seen them get to a point where they get to that excelling point and then they just fall a lot. But it's after like the whole Sweet Baby Inc. thing and everything, when you start to see like the patterns of inclusivity into all these games, then you realise that we're all going down that funny route, and it's not a good route to go down. Microsoft will buy them and then it gets bad. Well, that's the thing. Microsoft will buy them and then they'll disband the studios. That's what they've done. The people who made Hi-Fi Rush, they're gone. Like, the studio got shut because of like the thing I find like really insulting about that was they shut down Hi-Fi Rush, or the studio that made it, and then they bitched about not having enough indie games to, like, you know, diversify the audience. I'm like, you just shut down an indie game studio, you absolute morons. I mean, what sort of reaction are you going to go for here? Because most people are really pissed off with that. Even I was annoyed by it, and I've never played Hi-Fi Rush. You know, I've never played Hi-Fi Rush. People say it's a really good game. I've never played it, but it's fine. I'm allowed not to play things. I haven't got a negative thing to say about the game, but I don't think the studio deserved to be shut down. Skull and Bones was yeah, but Skull and Bones screwed up, right? Skull and Bones, the reason why that ballsed up so much was because they took a game where they had a good idea, and they basically scrapped everything they were working on and turned it into basically a computer version of a mobile game. That was literally Skull and Bones. That's what I didn't like about it. The original outing for Skull and Bones was it was going to be a team deathmatch building game. So you were able to like build up your ship over time and unlock like new hulls and new decorations and stuff. And you were able to have like maritime war with other pirates. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Did they stick with it? No, they changed it into a whatever they did with it. It was bollocks. Skull and Bones was supposed to be Black Flag. Skull and Bones was supposed to be inspired by Black Flag. Yes. I remember watching the trailer like 8-9 years ago and I was like, this is going to be cool, and then it went into like disappear mode. Never to be seen again sort of thing. I was pissed off. I've said this and I'll say it again. They have an idea they're starting to... Yeah, exactly. It's bad. Yeah, same. So the idea that they were going to do was, if I remember correctly, now if I don't remember this correctly, then, you know, tell me I'm fucking wrong and I'm an idiot, which is fine. The way I remembered it and how it was going to be is you were going to have a single player campaign mode for Skull and Bones, where you were able to go around, upgrade your ship, do missions, earn money, upgrade your ship, and so on and so forth, and you'd get to a point where you were running around in like a massive boat, right? A little bit like Crossout in a way. And if you wanted to go online, you were basically in a 5v5 deathmatch with other boats, and the maps themselves would be like procedurally generated weather. So at some points, like the wind would be coming in from different directions, so you would have to like steer your armada, or you and the other players, into a specific battle route to actually catch the wind to get to the enemy faster, or to do like ambushes and stuff. And that all sounded really good, and I really liked that idea. But then it basically failed, and it sucked, and I didn't like that. Ubisoft changed that game way too quick and way too much, and for me it didn't make any sense. And what you ended up with was a mobile game which could be played on a PC, which was sad. I think I'm going to be taking off most of this car apart. Take the link out, because we've got to take this out first, take this off. I have a new Star Wars game. Which one? Not the one that's just come out. We're stripping the whole of this car. I'm just going to do it. Take the whole lot. Gets his experience points as well. Daniel Crispin, thank you very much for being here, bud. Most appreciated, man. Outlaws. Yeah, it's the newest one. Oh, no, I don't like it. Well, I've got to be honest, I don't like a lot of the modern shit that's coming out. It's crap. It's dumb. Fucking just... No. I don't trust anything Star Wars anymore either. Anything with the word Disney in the name, I'm good now. I think I'm just done with the whole thing. Jedi Fallen Order was decent. Never played it. I'm very, very... Like, when it comes to, like, modern day gaming, I look at it all and just go, nah, that's alright. Nowadays. How'd you be back for it? I'm done. I'll be here for. I've got a couple of hours left. Now I've got to look into like starting like recording again. Studios know that they can put half, but yeah, that's what I don't like about AAA world. It's why I'm not buying AAA games much anymore, because I'm not getting enough out of my money. You gotta think, you spend like I spend £60 on a game. You guys spend $70. Would you play GTA 6? It's the only AAA game I'm really looking into yet. And the reason why, I've been a fan of GTA since the very beginning. So I've been playing Grand Theft Auto since like PlayStation, the original, and the overhead games. And GTA, the only GTA I have not enjoyed fully was 4. With the Eastern European dude. I can't remember his name now. If I can remember his name, it'd be cool, but I can't remember. This is how much I didn't care about that game. That game will kill everything in existence. I don't think it will. I think it'll do a really good job. I think it'll make a shit ton of money for Rockstar. But I don't think it's going to kill everything in existence. I think there's going to be enough people out there that are just going to be like, yeah, we're cool. I hate GTA 4. Well, no, see, I'm not the only person. I'm all good with that. GTA 4 for me was the worst one. Out of them all. The difference for me though, Grand Theft Auto, because I've been a fan of it for so long, I'm very critical of it. So if there's something in the game itself and it annoys me, I'm quite vocal about it. You know, I'll have a go at it. And if it does come up and it is a little bit, you know, there are things in it that annoy the shit out of me, I'll make a video about it because I'm that sort of an arsehole. But yeah, I'm not afraid to like stand up against like AAA companies. I just don't. The reason why I don't buy the games anymore is because they're too expensive and you don't get a full game. It's a bit like what's the one that I was rattling off on about the other day? Actually, no, I think it was the Assassin's Creed game. I looked at the price range. So if you want the collector's edition with the statue, it's $230, which is quite a bit of money. If you want the version of the game that comes with like all the extra bits and pieces, it's like $130, and then obviously price range after that. But if you buy the basic version, you don't get all the special stuff, and it's like, I'm not spending an extra 50 quid or $50 just so I can buy all the special stuff as well. And it's not for me. It just means that they're starting to put more and more behind paywalls just so you play it for more. And why do I want 3 days early access? The game's coming out in 3 days. I can fucking wait. I don't need to spend an extra 20 quid on that shit. This is what I don't like about like now more mature game, like the AAA world. Don't worry, the next game will have a season pass and a battle pass, and you can earn special uniforms and shit. I expect that stuff from free to play games. I don't expect that from AAA. Not from like when I have to spend 70 quid on a game. If it's a free-to-play game, you know what? So, in my head, there is... If a free-to-play game has the ability to, like, chuck in microtransactions and gives the user the choice to either buy them or not, then that's a good game. Because you have that choice to put in whatever you want into it. If you're going to be one of those people who are like, oh, I'll play this free-to-play game, but you know what? I don't really want to spend any money on it. You're completely fine. If you're playing a free-to-play game, you spent no money on the game at all, and you really enjoy it, and you spend 25 quid on cosmetics, you still played less than a AAA game. That's good for you. That means you're passionate about the project, you're giving money to the people who gave you a good game, and you're supporting it, and you're going to enjoy it. But when you start putting that sort of stuff into a AAA title that's going to cost you $70, that's when it gets a bit fucking stupid. Yeah. Exactly. This is the more annoying thing about like gaming as a whole for me. I don't like it because you have to spend so much money on just doing stupid crap, and it's not right anymore. So for me, one of the games I really like playing is Rocket League. I'm not very good at it. I just enjoy playing it, right? And if I want to play on the Battle Pass, I've got the option to play on the Battle Pass. If I just want to play the game and earn the freebie stuff, I have that option as well. Everything I pay for and earn to unlock is all there for me. It's not put behind a paywall if I earn it. But for all those games out there that as soon as you stop paying for your subscription or your Battle Pass and they lock that content behind a wall, that's another form of crap that I don't like. And it's just balls. Problem is too many spoiled kids. Yeah, exactly. It's partially that, but it's also the way that if you ever watch that video, how to go whaling or going whaling, that's a good way of how the gaming industry went. As soon as that video came out live for everybody to watch, gaming industry took notice of how mobile games work, and then were like, we can do that too. And that's where all this comes from. It comes from the mobile games who basically preyed on people with money to put them across, which is why Diablo Immortal went down that route as well. Diablo Immortal was a shitstorm. If you look at it, there are people that have spent 40, 50, even $100,000 on that game just to have the best stuff. It's bollocks. Scudder, how you doing, buddy? We're having a discussion about everything gaming and bitching about it. It's fine. We're allowed. We're old. I'm now that guy who's like shaking his fist at a cloud and just gonna get off my land. But yeah, I've that's why I sort of gave up on AAA games, because more and more of the practices that I don't agree with were being implemented into the gaming world. Like with CMS, and I know people will go, well, this has got loads of DLC. You don't have to buy them. You do have that choice. I mean, yes, okay, it locks you off for certain things like engine types and bits, but you don't have to buy them. There are mods in this game to expand your car library. You will be fine. But if you want to buy all the DLC, I think all the DLC will cost you about 40-50 quid. Alright, so 50 quid on DLC. That's pretty steep. The game itself was only 20. So technically I'm spending the same amount on this than I would do on a AAA game. And that's not bad. You know, that's basically how much I would pay on a AAA game. The downside is this game is a seasonal game, which comes out every other couple of years or so. Which means you spend 70 quid now, 70 quid later on, and so on and so forth. But look at City Skylines. If you're a City Skylines player who bought the game when it first came out, it was like, what, 30 quid? And then you bought all the DLC, that's quite a lot of cash. But that game did last you a really long time. So you have to weigh up in your head. If you're going to spend £100 or so on a game that's going to be around for a little while, get your hours out of it. Make sure you're spending your money. Make sure you're not buying anything else that can distract you from this one thing that you really enjoy. For me, I bought this game, I bought some of the DLC, or I took the free stuff, and then I haven't bought anything else. All the other cars I've got are mainly mods, and they're all free. Don't forget about TVs wanting to be... Yeah, I've seen that, and that drives me mad as well. If they're going to start showing me adverts in games and stuff, I want to get paid for that stuff. I've played Fortnite just about every day for the past 3 years, and I've spent about $15. There you go. Do you want to know how much I spent on Fortnite and how much I've played it? I initially spent 13 quid on that game when it first came out, because I was an original backer. I was an original backer for Fortnite when it was a base building game. It was the save the day mode. Right, so I spent 13 quid on that game, and I've never spent any more money on that game, ever. Once they changed to a battle royale, I said I'm not playing anymore, and I haven't since. And that's been what, 4 years? But it went against what I wanted out of the game, and I was really pissed off, and I wanted a refund, and they wouldn't give me one. But it annoyed the crap out of me, though. Right, what's the description? Do I have to get everything? I gotta get everything to 60%. Cool. Oh, actually, we got brakes. Hold on. Kill the chauvinist. I can fix those brakes, or if they're broken, I can fix them. I might not be able to fix the red one, though. Is there nothing else I can repair? Oh man. I got me. Oh man. I've also bought every game expansion DLC for $6. Yeah, so the thing is you played that game quite a lot, so you've got a reason to buy it. And and you've been playing it constantly for the whole time. But when it comes to, do you really want to spend that much money on every single game you're ever going to play? You don't, do you? But that's where it's going. If you want this, you have to spend on this version of the game. If you want that, you have to spend on this version of the game and this version of the game. And after a while, you're just going to be spending all your money on extras for games you don't really care about. Hybrid, my wife was wondering what the cup next to the Twitch and YouTube symbol does. Oh, that's a tip jar. So if you go on to Twitch and you donate bits, that's where all the bits go. It's just a thing on Twitch. So, apparently, there is no people watching on Twitch and YouTube right now. This means Stream Elements is having a bit of a shitty time. It's not updated properly. That's cool. So, but yeah, basically, it's like for people on Twitch, the way that you would donate money on Twitch is through bits. So you buy like a bunch of bits, and then you can donate into streamers, and they get like a small percentage. And all. Ant-Man, welcome. You're watching. Oh no. Wish you could look at a game stats on Xbox. Like how many hours you played and such. 1,237 hours on Skylines. Wow, I mean, I've beat you on Hydroneer then. Like, is that your highest game that you've played? My Hydroneer is like 1,600 hours now. We don't exist. I get that. Right, I haven't bought any of this stuff. I've just added it all and just like, no, it's fine. We'll just carry on. Right, I need to turn to my tablet. Timing chain A. Let's do this. So we don't need that one anymore. But you also played a lot. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Do you play with mods? I play with mods on this game if it's for like cars, yes. When it comes to everything else, no. So the only mod that I did buy, the only mods I did put in was just to get my level up, because I've already done all this crap before and I didn't really want to do it all again. I did get rid like some of the stuff like my levels I put up on here. Yeah, apart from that, no. Did I just buy that? I think I just bought that gearbox, didn't I? I'm not going to buy it. I have to look and see if I actually bought it. Did I buy the gearbox? Yeah, I did. That's alright. I don't want to spend another $3,000 on it. That's expensive, man. I got 1,994 hours in Minecraft. It's about all my brain can... Yeah, that's fair. I can understand that. But yeah, it's just one of those things. When it comes to gaming, I'm passionate. The reason why I'm passionate about this is because it's basically been in my life forever. And when somebody like, I may not be the most like I may not be the most sort of, what word would I use, like coherent of people to like what the world is happening and so on and so forth. When it comes to the gaming world, I have my own opinions, and I have my opinion, like my strong opinions about certain things and what should and shouldn't be in and so on. It's just one of those things. If you're passionate about something, share your passion, which is why I do this. I may not be the best person to watch, but hey, you know, it's alright. Each to their own. Also, when did it become acceptable to say to each their own? That threw me off the other day. I was reading through a post section and this person went to each their own. I went, that doesn't make any sense. I've always had it as each to their own. But now apparently to each their own is a thing. I don't ever remember it being a thing. But apparently it's grammatically correct. I've just never seen it before. This car better be bloody worth it. It's cost me a fortune. I think it's a regional thing. That's how we say. Oh, okay. So it's a Yankee. It's an American thing. All right. I'll get you. Right, we are nearly putting this one back together. Nearly. Yeah, so the thing that I did mod, which was using WeMod, was this. So I put all my skill points in because I didn't want to sit here for ages doing this. But all the money I've earned has been, if you watch from the first stream through, yeah, I've earned everything the way it should have been done. It's just skills. I didn't really care about doing those. $93 days, 8 hours and 43 minutes on Minecraft. That's a lot, man. But, I mean, it has been out for a really long time. So, when you square that over the fact it's been around for a fair while, yeah, that's okay. Well, that's like, if you go onto Steam, it'll tell you how long you played the game for, and then you just chuck it out for as how long is like 13,000 hours in days, that sort of thing. You just Google it as well. If you want to know when you bought a game, go into your accounts on Steam and look at the day you bought the game, and you'll be like, oh shit, I've been playing this game for like 4 years. Yeah, for me it shows up in hours. Like, yeah, it's on Steam. There's not a way of accumulating all that time though. Like, you can't see how long you've played every single one of your games unless you add them all up yourself. Or you wait for the end of year review and it's like, you've played 3,000 hours of gaming this year. Ah, that's nice. Excuse me. I'll click on the chains. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go out and I don't want to do that. I don't want to get the calculator out and go, you know what, how long have I played all these games for this year? Nah, that's right. That's above my pay grade. I don't really have a pay grade. It's like, it's above whatever YouTube pays me. It would be depressing to yeah, exactly. It's like, I've played like 40,000 hours of gaming this... Oh. The worst part is being like on YouTube is that you have to calculate every game that you've ever played, and some YouTubers play lots. Yeah, there's some nice mods on. I downloaded Quality of Life mods the other day. Some nice stuff in there. Okay, which website are you using for QOL? Your pay grade is $3,000 a month, dude. If I earned £3,000 a month, I'd be well happy. I'd be all right with that. $3,000 a month, man, that'd be cool. I think that's my, like, I wouldn't mind getting that to my other channel and then seeing if that actually works. Don't know about this, it's rusty, but it's like, do I need to take it apart? How are we doing? Done all that. Brakes, calipers, and discs. That's fine. We're heading that way now. That's the back wheel. Oh, okay. I'll have a look at Nexus mods then, but yeah, I'm alright at the moment for this. $3,000 a month. I wish we were like, yeah. $3,000 a month would be like, if I was earning that much money a month, it would really help, like stupidly. And I've said this, if every single person, well, even if like 3,000 people on this channel became like $1 members, that would be that. I know it's a lot. That's the problem. It's a lot to ask for. So yeah, that's why you just take it. You just take it as it is. It's like, okay, cool. One day, you never know. It could happen. Maybe. But I gotta be honest, I'm probably going to be one of those YouTubers who just carries on and just carry on as I am. I'm not in any rush. And it would be cool to, like, you know, to buy a house and stuff, but that'll never happen. I think the worst part is now, because of like my age, like buying a house would be stupid. Like when it comes down to getting a mortgage and stuff, that's a lot of money for somebody of my age now. And having to pay that off until I'm 65, I think renting would just be the way forward. Well, basically what you do here, Wolf, is you do this. So you go into Steam. So let me just pull this up. Not desktop audio, that's the wrong one. Display. This one, right? And every single one of the games you ever played, let's say Foundry, I've played 19 hours and 8 minutes. If I go to Out of Ore, I've played 242 hours. If I click on, let's just go Dredge, I played for 10 hours and 6 minutes. So you do this. You basically go through every game, click on it, and it tells you how long you played it for. I've been playing this one crazy, like 75 hours I put into the Cable Guy. If you want a game that makes your brain tick a little bit, that's one of mine. Yes, that's how you'd have to work. 350 hours in Hydroneer, and it did cost me €6. So man, I did 1,500 hours into like Hydroneer, and it cost me £5.75, and I bought it day of release. It's been a good game. I only know that because the other day we were in the Discord chat and I was like, "How long have you been playing this game for?" I was like, "I actually don't know." And then she was like, "Just go into your account and look up how long you know when you bought it." I was like, "Yeah, I bought this day of release on the offer as well, so I only paid like £5.50 for it." It's amazing. Best game ever for me. For like building a little bit of a career on YouTube. Yes. Was it fun? Yes. Did I enjoy it? Yes. How's the pipe dream? Yeah, it really is. Like us millennials, if you weren't in a good job, like houses are just impossible. I was actually looking like if you like the average house in my area is around 350 to like depending on which end you go for. Like cheap houses, about 300 grand, right? I was looking at Milwaukee just because I'm a Brewers fan, and I was like, how much is it to buy a house in Milwaukee? And what I saw there, I was like, why can't we have houses like this in the UK? This thing was gorgeous. It was a 3-bedroom bungalow, which would been ideal because of Kerry's mobility. A bungalow would have been perfect. It was 3 bedrooms, which means the kids had their own rooms. Each room was a double room. So they were massive bedrooms. And the living room was, no word of a lie, twice the size of the living room I'm in now. And it was like, we could just have like Kerry's corner and all her knitting stuff up one wall, my corner and all my stuff down one wall, and in the middle the TV, and we still wouldn't use up all that space. And it had a garage, it had an awning, it had a really nice garden, and everything. And Kerry was like, "There's loads of grass for us." Like, I don't care, it's flat. And I was like, "This would be perfect." And the worst part is that it's in America. So this means that first off, we'd have to go to America and buy this house. Secondly, it was $284,000, which works out to about about 260 grand for UK money. I was like, it's so cheap. Compared to what we get over here is ridiculous. Like the UK, if you want a house like that, you're looking at $1 million. And it would be a 3-bedroom house with that land and everything else. You're looking at close to £1 million. It's stupid. But that's where I live. I mean, if I go north, I can get a 4-bedroom house. It needs a fixing, but it's £40,000, 40 grand for a house, fixer upper, and it would have been 4 bedrooms. But it's in Blackpool, and Blackpool, it gets a bit nippy up there because you're up north, and yeah, winter is not exactly nice. And I talked to Neil on that one because he lives in Liverpool, and it's cold and wet and horrible up there. It does get alright during the summer, but most of the time during the winter it's not very nice. Clutch pressure plate and flight. We got to put the. Oh, did I put the gear? No, I didn't put it back on, did I? The gearbox has to go there. I haven't put the gearbox back in. I've been able to put all this back together. You got a double screen going? Oh, yeah, that'd be my bad. Sorry. That happens a lot. I keep forgetting to turn it off. So I haven't put the gearbox back in, and it let me put it all back together. That's stupid. I've got to catch up with baseball at some point. The reason why I haven't paid attention to it much over the last sort of like 2 years is because I gave up playing myself. So I haven't really paid attention to much in the world of the baseball world. I haven't really played any of the games either for a while, so yeah, it's just me. I gotta take that out. That is the gearbox. So what was up here? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something here. Okay, yeah, that's me being a donut. Let me just put all this back together. It's because it would normally be here. But all this stuff is on the back of the engine. It's me. Me being an idiot. David B, thank you for becoming a member for 1 month. A boom to you, sir. Most appreciated. And if you want to be like David B and become a member, you can be for just $1 a month. Daniel Crispin is oh, that was why is that updating again? Oh, it's Stream Elements having a bit of a dicky 5 minutes. We don't know what's going on. We're just making up as we go along. That's quite a big chunk. Starter back in. It's all XP, baby. It's all XP. I think we is done. Fuck. There's a rubber bushing missing from the car. Damn it! Oh, this is not going to be fun. Oh, I bet it's one of these. Yeah, there it is. There we go. I like it. Yeah, I've been... Thing is, I've been doing the same thing as him for years. Like, when I started watching Disparu, I was like, he does the same impression of me when he takes the piss out of things. So we both sound like this when we take the piss out. Oh, you're doing that? Oh, okay, let's go. Yeah, we both do the same shit. There's always a bushing, yeah. I like Disparu. He's very much how I think mentally as well. He's just more intelligent than me. Right, we gotta put oil back in. Yeah, I'm a fellowshipper. I don't pay them any money. I follow quite a lot of them. We're saying we can't get into this because of this. We have to take this off to put the oil in. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I haven't put the oil filter back on. Okay. Right, where's the oil filter going now? Did I take it off? Ah. Okay. Where does the oil filter go? On the bottom? It doesn't look like it. It's very strange. Did I take one off? I wasn't given an oil filter. Oh, that's because gear. Oh, right, oil filter. Which oil? Okay, it's the yellow one. So where does this stuff go? Oh, hold on. Did we put all the stuff back on the bottom? I don't think I did I? No, we didn't. That's why. That's why. It's because I've missed all of this stuff on the bottom of the car. Yay me! There we go. There's the oil filter. Yay! No, it's not half an engine. It's just a few little bits. You know, when you do these Airfix models, you're always going to have stuff left over. It's fine. I gotta be honest, right? I'm on a couple of like, I want to say like natural pills to try and stop me being hungry, and it's working. And the reason why I know it's working is because sort of like it's 9:15 now. All I've had is my dinner. I haven't had any snacks afterwards, and normally I'll be like, huh, what's in the cupboard? Now I'm sort of getting that feeling, but at the same time my body's like, you don't need it, you're fine. And these are the ones I'm taking. This is like good for me, apparently. So I went into, I was watching this doctor on YouTube, and I started taking, I can't even pronounce this, glaucomananan, that one. Alright, 500 milligrams. So you take 6 of those a day, which is quite bad. It's quite a lot of pills. And then friendly bacteria for my stomach, and black seed oil, right? Now, I'm going to be honest, I've only been taking them for 2 days. And I don't feel as hungry as I used to be. So if this works, because what I did was I recorded my weight, all my sizes, my legs, my arms, calf muscles, waist, everything. I measured everything. And I'm doing a 10-day trial to see if anything changes in those 10 days. Now, it could be just bloat. Could just be. But I genuinely actually feel a little bit happier that I'm not eating the world. And I put the wrong wheels on the front. So yeah, it's definitely that I'm trying. Right, so which wheel fucked up the most? I think it's this one, because that looks like a back wheel. Because it looks fatter. Right, so park. So that's 255, 255, yeah, there we go. So the 285 is the one that goes on the back. There we go. But yeah, so I'm looking at more natural ways of like doing stuff, and it seems to be working. Does that look like a back wheel? There's not a lot of difference between like the size. That looks like a back wheel. That looks fatter. So if we take this one off, this should be a 255 wheel. Should be. I say this with like should. Yeah, see, I was right. There we go, we've only got one more wheel to put on. Ta-da! $13,000 in the bank. We're at 42,000 now. Bad, not bad at all. Right, we'll get rid of all of that. More money, more money, more money. Now we need another car. So that's just a gearbox. That's not going to be a lot of XP. We need this one. That is ideal. Brakes, exhaust, gears. That'd be enough to put us up another level. It's all good. It's all good. Good. And we get to work on a little hot rod. I was looking at a hot rod today. It was on eBay. I was like, that's amazing. It looks like a real cut. It's like a proper it's a proper low Ford Popular. It was done hot rodded like this. It was £107,000. I was like, I don't have that much money. But then I saw another one a couple of days ago, and it was only like £9,000. I'm like, okay, so that's probably it probably needs a bit more work. It's a rat rod. There's a difference between a rat rod and a hot rod. A rat rod, all the parts on it are rusted up, and it's whatever parts got it. This is a hot rod. It's also a Hot Wheels car. This is Bone Shaker. I didn't know that because I love Bone Shaker. It's awesome. But yeah, Hot Wheels Bone Shaker. There we go. Brake problems. Loud gearbox shifts. Okay. It's small parts. So, as you can see, let's get the wheels off first. Pull the brakes off. Everything that looks rusty, remove. What are we doing here? It's a bit rusty, but it's not that bad. Well, I meant the wheels, not like everything else is knackered, but it's like when you've got like a rusted bolt, it means that the part is near. So with this is just a caliper, as that bit's alright. Everything on the inside, completely fine. Apart from that one there. I'm not going to take it off just because I can. I don't want to do that, that's silly. Just the one. What we'll do is I'll take off the main bits first, and then we'll go from there. If I could in real life, I'd give like making a hot rod a real. But rat rods are normally just rust. They're normally rusted and put together, however. So when it comes to like adding a grill to a rat rod, you would just find a grill and just stick it on. If you're looking at actually a hot rod, you would find it so the parts sort of match, and it is all clean. It's not like rusted up and then like glossed over with like the patina look. That's the difference between a hot rod and a rat rod. Rat rods are all ratty. They're cool little cars. I love them, but yeah, there's the difference. It's all about the style. It's all about the money, money, money. That gearbox is shot to bits. The clutch plate, the all this is gone, man. It's gone. Now we have to get into the engine bay just to do this. Makes no sense, dude. Makes no sense. There we go. That should be all of the parts. Brake caliper none. Loud, yeah, exhaust. Gearbox is knackered. Gears when shifting. General gearbox and everything. Okay, cool. Right. So we go inventory. Do I have a shopping list quickly? No, I don't. Brilliant. That's what we like to see. else is fine. 63%. Okie dokie. I spent 10 minutes trying to figure out how to install double wishbone suspension. Turns out I just needed to use the coil machine. Oh, yeah. This. The spring puller. I'll tell you what, right? I'll have a drink and I'll talk quick. Well, as I talk quick, I'll talk for a long period of time. The amount of people who have gone who've watched my videos on the guides of this game and just gone, oh my god, it was just that one bit. It's ridiculous. Because it is just that, it's always that one thing that you sit there and just go, why didn't I think of doing that? Why did that not even comprehend? And there was that one guy, he tore an entire engine apart. It was the radiator. I was like, yeah, it's just that one thing. It's mad. Like, this game is like, it's basically every car is a jigsaw puzzle. Find the parts, put it all back together, everything be happy. And then for the rest of it, you're just sitting there just going, why isn't this working? Why is this not a thing? And it's because you didn't think of that one thing. It's annoying. Pepsi should sponsor me. I completely fucking agree. Hey, if anybody has ties with Pepsi, let them know that I'm definitely here, and I drink Pepsi on every stream, and I'm a sort of influential person. At the end of the day, they probably won't. I'm not young and cool and hip. You have to be young, cool and hip with them. Good man. What? I'm drinking. I don't know. I mean, you can drink what you like. I don't really care. Just for me, Pepsi Max has no sugar in it. It's sugar free, and it's fine. Pepsi is the best. I don't know. There are people out there who would disagree, and I would agree with them. They're entitled to disagree. Leave Brittany alone. Right, small tyres on the front. 255s. There we are. Could we put together a car with the money? Yes, we could. Easy. You could buy a beater from the scrapyard, put it together for about 25 ish. Happily. But the reason why I want to get to level thingy first is because it opens up the auction. So the auction is where you'd be able to do that. That's the bigger part. Also, Pepsi Solos. Did you know there's a Nitro Pepsi? And we don't get this in the UK. I found it on one of these like really random like foreign websites where you can get like candy from different countries. And you guys in America do Nitro Pepsi, which instead of using carbonated water, you use nitrous oxide in your water to make it less bubbly but a better taste. And I was like, that's amazing. Like, the reason why I haven't bought it is because it's like £5 a can. I'm like, I don't really want to spend that much money on a Pepsi. But that's amazing. There's currently a peach. Yeah, I know. We get all the funky flavours over here. We got a peach one. It's one of those things. We don't get Nitro Pepsi in this country. Yeah. Yep. Best Pepsi is ironically coming out in Mexico. Same with Coke, isn't it? Because like in Mexico they use cane sugar to do Coke, and then if you go to America and drink their Coke, it tastes more chemically. They don't use corn syrup. Yeah, so yeah, Mexicans use cane sugar. America uses corn syrup. I really want to. I know it sounds weird. I want to try a Coke because I'm not a big fan of Coca-Cola, just because I prefer the taste of Pepsi Max. But I would try a Coke from Mexico because of the ingredients used, and if it's it's just a better taste, then it would probably beat just normal Coke. You want the one that still has Coke in it, man? I probably wouldn't, but it sounds like a fun time. Right, we're done. It's another 5 grand in the old kitty, and we're level 12. Only 3 more levels to go. Yeah. No one makes the old school stuff anymore because it's it's got Coke in it. We have cane sugar versions of everything. It's just called real sugar. Yep. It's real sugar, damn it. Oh, okay, so I think the Hellcat's going to be our last car because this might take a little while. The fact that it's 9:30 now and we're taking on another story car. Yep. I still remember the taste of new Coke. It was basically flat Pepsi. I remember that as well. It was disgusting. New Coke and old Coke. Why is it different? We're not going to say anything. It's just bad. Right. Did I get a box? I didn't get a box for doing that, did I? Oh, I get a box for finishing this car. Rightio. So, what's wrong with your Edgewood Hellcat? Everything. Right. I'm coming to you with a very sentimental task. This Hellcat is the only piece of my grandma I have. Well, I'd have kept her arm or something. The condition may be left imperfect, but I really care about making it into something that would resemble production conditions. Grandpa takes great care of it, but he's showing his age just like this car. That's a dig at him. He could use a fresh approach to the subject. I want to surprise him. The condition of the exploration elements would be fine for the rest. The more difficult is access parts have surpassed the capabilities of Grandpa. Please take care of this classic. Okay. First off, raise it up, drain the oil, and let's start ripping it apart. Grandpa's not going to know what hit him. You're very much the same as me on that one, Define. I don't touch Coke unless it is literally the last one in it. I would rather drink anything else in a fridge than Coke. I hate Coke. Even Diet Coke, I can taste the difference. And it's like, nah. I am one of those weirdos. I can tell the difference between Pepsi Max. Well, Pepsi and Pepsi Max is a little bit harder, but I think I could tell the difference if I was blindfolded. Coke is definitely a different taste. I could tell you that's Coke straight away. Because I'm so numb to unsweetened stuff now. So when it comes to Coke, it's just overpowering. I get twingy about it now. It just tastes horrible. It's just disgusting, basically. A lot of this car is front. so we've got to take this off and this off. So Grandpa's done alright with the wheels and everything else. When it comes to everything else, like the undercarriage of the car, Grandpa can't do that. That's fine. We should be alright. Yeah, I agree. I'd rather drink water than Coke. That's saying something. Right, let me just check all the back. Yeah, fuel pump's gone. Back, all of this should be completely fine. So all the brakes, because they're like going by this easy capabilities, they're done. When it comes to the engine, that's where most of the problems are going to be in this car. So we're going to strip of the engine down. Doesn't mean the frame needs a welding. Maybe. I'll probably do it as like a thing. Like, yeah, let's just make it all look nice. Clean it up, weld it, you know, do everything. I'll take a hit. We'll give it a wash as well. I don't care about the liquids, we'll take it all. I'm doing my part for Pepsi. I just cracked open a number 2 for the day. How's my wow. A grand a year on it. I don't know how much we spend, because it's all I drink. Apart from like the odd time I'll have like water. I do now drink like about a litre of water a day, because I drink a protein shake. Protein shake gets mixed with water, so it actually tastes better. I tried it with milk. Strangely, actually mixing it with water tastes better. It's very strange. I think over a 2-week period, I probably go through about 8 bottles of 2 litres. But it is all I drink at home. I probably drink way too much. But then some days I'll drink like a little bit, and then others I'll drink more. 3 to 4 cans a day. Yeah, right. That's right. I would say that's roughly what I drink, but I drink it in like 2-litre bottle form. Yeah. I would hope, going by this, there's nothing wrong with those pistons. But I'm hoping there's nothing wrong with those pistons. Like, the only way I can tell is if I take the oil pan off the bottom and be like, oh, okay, there's a problem. So I'm crossing my fingers. There isn't one. Now, on the other hand, I also drink a jug of strawberry cranberry juice to help keep my kidneys clear. So my average water intake, obviously, because I now go to the gym nearly every day, my water intake is around 2 litres of water a day, because I'm normally on about a litre of water at the gym, and then I have a litre of water when I come home with my protein shake. So it's literally just like that. So I'm 2 litres of water, plus I would say that an average bottle of Pepsi Max, which is 2 litres for me, probably lasts me about 2 to 3 days. Sometimes it'll only last me like a day and a half, but it's depending on how thirsty I am. But it does sort of even itself out over time, which is quite nice. And then if I like want any more, or if I'm like passing by a shop and stuff, and I'm like, you know what, I could go with another drink, I'll buy myself a little bottle. Cans I would say are too expensive, but for what they are, you know, I'll buy whatever's around. Yeah, they look alright actually. Right, let's have a look at the belt's gone, but the belt's easy fix. That's not stripping down the whole engine, that's just taking off the belt. That belt's ruined as well. Everything else, this looks okay. So let's go and let's check it out. Okay. We're missing a few little things. So let's get under the car. I used to drink a 2 litre bottle a day on lunch break when wow. So no, I've never been that bad, thankfully. That is a lot. There's our main issue. It's the camshaft. And that's really annoying because that means I have to take the gearbox off. Oh, that's damn right annoying, that is. God damn it, Grandpa. You're supposed to repair stuff. Cans get recycled. Yeah. See, we haven't got that in this country. We don't recycle. We recycle, but you don't get paid for it. We haven't got like a can bank or a bottle bank. It's you put it in a different box and it goes to the recycling plant. Or they tell us it goes to a recycling plant. Because I have seen those like documentaries where like poor countries would have like rivers of Western rubbish being thrown into them. And it all goes floaty out to the sea. I sort of wish that would actually... I wish, actually, that would really help this country, if I'm going to be brutally honest. So, in order to help this country, like, recycle more... this is going to sound like I'm preaching. But, to recycle more in the UK, if there was a money incentive, more people would do it. So, even if it was like 10p a can, you take your cans to your can bank and you get paid 10p a can, people would do that because it's free money for them. They don't think of that implication of you had to spend like 80p for the can, you know. But yeah, if they did plastic bottles and like recycling plant over here into the UK like that, yeah, loads of people would do it. Just because money is tight, people want an extra way of making cash. You'd actually have people like litter picking as well, because people would be picking up the cans off the streets, and that would be completely fine. But do they do it in this country? No, they do not use their bloody brains over it. What we do is, if you just go off and do that for me, and we won't give you a reward at all. That's what it's like over it. If you incentivize people to do stuff, they will do it. Give them 10p per can, 20p per fucking plastic bottle, they will be fine. They will take it. They will love you forever, a long time. Just one of those things. Where I live, you pay 10 cents extra for the bottle, and when you return it, you get the 10 cents back. See, we don't even have that in this country. So what I mean, you've got all those little things that you've got in America where you can get like 10 cents per bottle. We don't have that over here. We just get charged more for the same thing, basically. I've got to take off the water pump because it's all chained up. God damn it, Billy Ray. I can't believe, in order just to take off the bloody camshaft, I have to take all this off. Let me remove it all. Scrap it. The bottles I get at work, I donate to the food bank. Is that so the food bank can then spend a little bit of money on something? I'm going to assume. It's a good way of doing it. See, we don't have that. We have a free all recycling program, but we also have a 10-cent bottle plant where we can put bottles and cans in and make... Yeah, see, that's the thing. The UK doesn't do that. Yeah, and even if I took my stuff to the scrapyard, which is the tip, and you put your... There is no way to sort, like, there's nothing like that. You just throw your general waste in the general waste section. You throw all your wood waste in the wood section. You throw... And I'm like, the UK does not have that sort of recycling plan. That's it. It's just... It's not great. Right, we got everything. Fantastic. Let's see what we can repair first. If we can repair stuff, it's better. I am the... Oh, I thought you were going to be I am the table for a minute. I am the Ashton. How you doing, bud? I genuinely thought you were going to be called I am the table. I was just about to go full botchamania on you. I am the table. In Oregon, where I live, cans were 5 cents depending on the size of the can. If it was over 12 ounce, and it would be awesome. Been watching some of the old Hydroneer videos since I was getting back into the game. That's all good, man. Like there are like there's no more videos coming out, so everything you're just about to watch is like everything. There's nothing else I can cover anymore. Let's just fix everything this grandpa couldn't do, shall we? Also reinstalled Out of War after binge watching the channel. Yeah, I'll be back on Out of War when there's going to be a large update coming up at some point because they're redoing all the bits and pieces for that. I'm like, I'll be back. I'm jumping back on when it's done ready. I might be doing that as a longer thing though, like so instead of like playing different games for like a month, I might just play Out of War every stream and just play real good. I'll just play Out of War for like 10 streams. Looks so much better since I last played. Yeah, it has undergone quite some work, and the new stuff that Christian's building into it now, it makes it look a lot more detailed. Like all the hard, like the heavy machinery, is a lot like more realistically looking, which I thought was pretty cool. But you know, I think there is a game. There is a game I'm hoping... I want to hear back from Bart, who is... I think he's the CEO of Code Horizon, who's the guy that... They're the people that make Gold Rush. They're working on a new game called Sword and Shield, which is a blacksmithing game, but you can go and loot battlefields for more metal. And I'm like, okay, this is a pretty cool game. So I jumped into their Discord the other day, and I've signed myself up for the playtest. The reason why I have to hear back from him first is because I was like... If I get into the playtest as a content creator, can I make videos about this? And he was like, I'll have to get back to you. I'm like, oh, might be able to do that. If so, that's going to be fun. Because it's one of those games that looks like it's right up my street of just messing around with stuff. And, yeah, making money from battles and war, we're good. I'll be fine with that. It does look like an interesting game. Go and check it out if you want. It's called Sword and Shield on Steam. It does look pretty nifty. I always buy too many of these. So you're an American mate. So you're an American making money from Battles of War. Yes, basically. It looks fun. Oh, are you in there as well, Rasha? I didn't see you join, so probably. I joined yesterday, I think it was. It just looks like a fun little game, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to make money from death. Fine. If I can't play Drug Dealer Simulator 2, because I'll get demonetized for that stuff, I'd rather just play like a blacksmithing game that just means I'm like making money from battles. It should be fine. Making money from death. It's fine. Yeah, I really wanted to play. I really wanted to play Drug Dealer Simulator 2, but I would be endlessly, I would be endlessly like begging for money, and the reason why is because as soon as you mention the words Drug Dealer Simulator, and you're showing the cutting process on how to put drugs together, YouTube gets a bit funky with it, and you're not allowed to really show that sort of stuff because just in case it's like the real recipes on how to do stuff, which some of it is. I can understand why they're doing it. It's like, oh man. So I suppose if I did get it, I'd be like streaming on Twitch. I'd be like, guys, I can't stream this on YouTube because YouTube hates me. Jump onto Twitch and we'll be playing this game because you're not allowed to do it over here. No, not a thing. Not allowed. Right, can we do stuff now? Right, we need to put this back in. The crankshaft. Flywheel, clutch plate, pressure plate, pardon me, and berry, and then engine gearbox, the bulk. Pop the oldie starter back on, it'll be alright. Bob's your uncle. Is this still the same soundtrack I've been listening to for like a time? What are we up to? Oh, the new albums. Oh, I didn't realise. So I got itch in my ear. Ah. That's better. So no, I don't dig into my eardrum with those things. Basically, you know when you get an itch inside your ear and you use your finger. My finger's too fat to stick in my ear, so I have to use a cotton bud. I'm not damaging myself. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I even bought an ear cleaning kit. Really, really weird sensation that is. Really strange. Also, never had a cold feeling in my ear like that before. It's very odd. I didn't even realise there was new music on this. It's like, what am I listening to? Am I still listening to Harry's? Because if I wasn't, no, I'm screwed. I'm going to get like 5 million copyrights. Which actually is, it's getting stupid again. Right, I think that's everything apart from the under. We've got to put all the pistons in first and we've got to cut them all back in, so let's do that now and then we don't have to do it in a minute. Or you never need to get your ear molded for a hearing aid. I gotta be honest, man, if it needs it later on in life. Probably, maybe. So far though, I've done like 2 or 3 independent ear tests and like hearing tests on YouTube, and my hearing aid is about where I am now, which is alright. I think the last one I did was I'm like 42. So even though I went to very loud concerts and I used to listen to like old school headphones that used to like burr into your drums quite a bit, apparently my ears are okay, so I'm gonna be fine. But I know like when I get to like 50, I'll probably end up chucking myself into a hearing test and being like, okay, we need to just make sure that I'm alright, you know. Should be fine though. I'll probably need them when I'm like 60, which, you know, in the great scheme of things isn't that far away. It'll be fine. I'll live. Also, I'm going to put up a poll in the next couple of days or so, and because there's not really a lot going on for the next few months when it comes to like newer games, I might want to do an old game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all my games that I've got listed, and I want to see if any of them are, if anybody would actually watch them now. The problem with it is like obviously like people don't really watch a lot of older stuff, but you never know. We shall see. I keep saying I want to do Fallout 4, but the problem with Fallout 4 is just like there's more games coming out, but then some of them are quite old, and then I've got other stuff to do, and I've got this and I've got that. I want to sit here for like 4 weeks straight and just play Fallout 4 and make a collection. Oh, I did find something the other day. I have to show you this. Bums. Right. Let me just find this picture quick because it's on my desktop now. I went through a load of old stuff on Facebook. I have to show you this picture because this is what it was like meeting me when I was playing the original Fallout. Maximize and this. Like, this is Fallout 4. All of those power armors were completed. That's what I was like when I was playing Fallout. That I used to collect power armor in Fallout 4. I actually built a museum, right, that had all of the stands out and like, all the power armors, and they're all decked up in different colors and everything. It was amazing. But I don't have this save anymore, right? So when I went through my old memories on Facebook, I was like, I finally have evidence that I actually collected all the power armors. And this was on console, so there was no mods, no nothing. I walked around that sodding map for ages and ages and ages looking for those bloody power armor sets, and all just bits. If you went through a chest and you found like a T-45 armor, I was like, yes, I found an armor and I can put that on another chassis. That was how I was when I was playing Fallout. So if I went back into playing Fallout now, that's what I would be like. I'd be like, right, today I'm just gonna go to this place and this place, and we're just gonna hoard the whole thing and look for everything. Just gonna make sure it's all good. On that playthrough that I had all of those power armors, I'd basically done a settlement at every single settlement place. I had built like a pure defense for everything, and everything was safe, and there were 20 settlers in every single one of my camps, and I had traders left, right and the center being able to like trade everywhere. It was ridiculous. But that's how much time I put into Fallout 4, right? Currently I'm back on Fallout 76, and the reason why we fell back into it is because we finished playing like GTA for a bit long, because we've done all like the new DLCs and stuff. And my brother was just like, oh, I started playing Fallout 76. I'm like, why? He goes, well, obviously it's all been changed. I was like, yeah, well, they have upgraded it. It does work a lot better. He said, have you been on it since? I went, no. He goes, you should come on and have a look. Like, I was level 13 about 3 weeks ago. I'm now level 41. It's been fun. Done a couple of like missions and stuff. Done a couple of this. I've got 2 bases. One's my main one. I'm using as sort of like a museum for like all the stuff I find fun in the game. And then the other one is like a trading post for, and when people want to buy stuff off me, there's a vendor they can buy stuff off. And I'm like, this is really cool now. They have made it a lot more sort of like a world dynamic. Like you can do more stuff now. So yeah, I'm well happy with it. It does feel like a better game. Downside is I can't do game shit. Like I can't bring on that game onto my onto PC, which sucks. Because on my PS4 or on my PS save, it's like I've done all of this, and this. On my PC save, I'm like level 2. I'm like, no, I want to transfer my save through. I want to be able to play it on 2 different platforms. Just that one save, and then I'll be all right. But I can't. Need vehicles in some way for faster travel. It isn't power suit or fast travel. No, I would say that the map's easy enough to like traverse. Easier. I can get around quite quickly. I mean, you can use the jetpack on the power suit. There's no vehicles in Fallout. I mean, the only vehicles in Fallout are vertibirds, the Brotherhood of Steel's like airship. Everything else doesn't really work. Give you a damn bike. Did you know there was only ever one car in the whole of Fallout? In the whole thing, there was one car, and it was in Fallout 2. And in Fallout 2, when you've repaired the car, you were able to zip around the map a lot faster. And it beat like joining up with a caravan just to go like, oh, I'm going over there. Join the caravan, become a mercenary, and then get bloody surrounded by centaurs and die from poison. Yeah. Yeah, but the cars don't work because of the technology behind them. This was the problem with like the reason why the cars don't work properly is because the fusion cells are dead because of the bombs. Yeah. Everything's dead, Dave, basically. The reason why you were able to drive in Fallout 2 was because the car was an old school, I think it was an old school petrol car. So you had to buy like a couple of like little bits and pieces, but apart from that, it's fine. FYI, I think the addition of aliens was stupid. I completely agree. The aliens suck balls. Fucking hate it. Don't like it at all. I prefer just going up against all the stuff that's normally around. But yeah, the aliens suck. But the aliens have stopped now. I think they only happen like once a year for a certain amount of time, and then they're done. So this is the first time I've seen them in the whole time that I've played the game, because I haven't played for I haven't played for 4 years. That's why I found funny about it. It was like when I jumped back in it, I was like, when did I last play this? It was like 2020. Wow, okay, it's been before COVID since I played this game. I was playing the other day and we ran into them. Yeah, I think they've stopped now. So I think I think it was yesterday or the day before when they would. I think they've basically stopped the alien raid now. So Zeta's finished. We keep doing the Moonshine Jamboree. Really good. If you're a low level person, do the Moonshine Jamboree. Stand on a roof with a shotgun and just blast every enemy, and just get the high level people to do all the work, because you'll earn a shed ton of levels off that. I did it the other day. My brother's like 80. I think he's level 120 now. One of my other friends is like 100 and something, and then my other brother was in. He was like level 80. So I'm like the lowest of the characters because I haven't played it as much as they have. But it's ridiculous. I was in that game for like I was in that one for one round, like 4 waves. Used a shotgun, just unloaded on every enemy. Obviously, I do naffle damage, so I didn't do a lot of damage. But because I hit every enemy, it counted. I went up 4 levels in one round. I was well happy. 4 levels. So good, man. Right, here's the fuel. Oh, I haven't put the thing. I haven't put the back on the bottom yet. Not down, up. Oh, I did put it on. So where's the fuel filter on this one? There it is. Oh, fuel pump. It's at the end. There we go. It's all good. Right. Oil. Glug, 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 glug. Go. I think we're done with this one now. Reform wheels. I don't think we've got that. Do I have a wheel aligner? It's a track thing, isn't it? Oh, damn it, I've actually got to build this. Because it's the track path for the wheels. Ooh, there we go. Up, 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 go, up. There we go. Yes. Just need to test it all, make sure it's all right. Shaky, shaky car. Back wheels. Shaky, shaky car. So we did alright. Yeah, we're fine. Right, let's move this over to the wash. Needs a wash, needs to be straightened. But we'll get this done first. Get it all nice and sparkly and clean, you know. Got to send it out to the customer in a reasonably good shape. I don't think we need to chuck it through a welder though. I think it's perfect. I think we are good. Everything's done. Everything's golden. Excellent. And there we go. Right, hit the V. Right. Do that. Sell all that. Open box. Yes. It's box. Alright. First card. 1 to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 in the chat. It's all your choice. So we got a 4. Right. Anyone else? Doom. 1 barn location. Yeah, right. Pick a number between 1 and 5 and not 4 because we can't click on it again. Oh, Promethean's gone 2 and 5. So his would be 5 then because this is the second card. So we got 1 for a 5. Two. Okay, that's 2 2s. We're gonna lock it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. And XP. We are so close to hitting the next level. So close. So close. Literally, it's like 100 XP, which is like it's 100 parts. We are done. Well, there we go. So it's now 12 minutes past 10. 3 hour stream. It's alright. So the next stream, because we're so close to level 13, we should hit this in the next one. Easy. And we'll go from there. Alright, well, if you guys have enjoyed this stream, hit the like, subscribe, and notification button below for all other updates. There will be videos coming out next week. I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be recording tomorrow. I'm gonna be trying to get as much out as possible, so you guys get like a week's worth of videos and stuff, so I can sit in the background and grind things out. So until then, thank you very much for kicking by. I've been Hybridsteel, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. So I'm gonna say peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. Have a great rest of your time, and a boom. Fist bump to you.